Okay. What is going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing good. We are here rocking. Make sure everything is straight. Yeah. We back, baby. We back. All right. How's sounds good? All right. What's going on, everybody? How y'all feeling? I know I'm feeling good. Our Knicks are doing the damn thing. It's about time we can rejoice and be happy that we're moving on to the second round. We took care of Philadelphia, and that's one less thing we got to worry about. It took a bit. Took a bit though. It took a bit. We was chomping at the bit for a minute, man. I was sweating bullets for a second there. It was tough. It was tough. Listen, shout out to Philly. You know, they know chumps, man. As Knicks fans, we knew our team was better, but you got to be real too. Don't you know what I mean? I thought it was kind of crazy, but I'm a rock with the Knicks fans. That's how y'all feel. Some of y'all was talking sweep and stuff like that. Things first off, things aren't that easy, right? And secondly, we're talking about the Knicks. We Knicks fans. We know the Knicks don't make anything easy. So when we were talking sweep, we should have known that wasn't going to happen. But I was rocking with the passion, man. So, but I'm just glad in the end we took care of business. We got it done. Really, it shouldn't have even got to a game six, but you know, things happen. Things happen. Anyway, shout out to everybody out there. Happy Saturday to you guys. Hope y'all doing well. Hope everybody's blessings is happening for them. I hope your health and your family's health is the best it can be. I know some people are going through different things. Prayers to everybody, to all of y'all. Shout out to my guy Jigga. Prayers to you and yours. Hopefully everything works out good. Um And yeah, man, happy Saturday for the most part. Uh Let me see here. What we're looking like. Okay. So currently, guys, it's 61 degrees. It's a high of 64. So not too crazy, but still, I mean, we'll take it. This is the East Coast, but specifically the New York area weather. Looks like there's some rain coming in tonight. They say around 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. around there. So, all right, for the most part, that's a good day, y'all. Nice and no, dry skies for a while. It may not be really sunny though. It's gonna be might be cloudy, but it is what it is. All right, so yeah, and then tomorrow 56. Yuck. What's that about? But you know what I mean? Next week it looks like there's some 70s coming again. So it is what it is, y'all. Just enjoy the weather for what it is. You know how it is. All right. I've been kind of consumed and overwhelmed myself personally with this whole Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef that's been going back and forth. Man, so much, so much, so much. Some people like it, some people hate it. Some people love Drake, some people hate Kendrick, and vice versa. Uh, but in the end, I think it's good for hip hop. You know what I mean? I think in the end, hip hop needs this because hip hop has been kind of drowning lately. It's like, ugh, what are we doing here? So I mean, people aren't happy because they want it to be what they want it to be. But you got to understand, hip hop is what hip hop is. You get what you get, and hopefully you enjoy it while it's happening. Um, and these two MCs are different, especially Kendrick, very different from the typical person who gets into a hip hop beef. So you got to expect things to be different, and you got to, look at it differently. So, anyway, I'll probably do a hip hop show at some point. This been with the Nick games and the scheduling, it's been kind of crazy. But I'll probably do a hip hop show at some point to really kind of jump into this. I didn't want to do stuff. I know this ain't Nick related, but I'm just telling you guys because I know some of y'all support the hip hop channel too. I didn't want to get into doing breakdowns of each of the disses and stuff like that because I'll be honest with you. I mean, people call me OG. In this case, I am a OG. I don't know all of the stuff. So if I hear something happening in there and they talking about somebody, I don't necessarily know who they're talking about. You know what I mean? So I leave that to the young heads. I can talk about it once I know everything. Anyway, shout out to the chat. Appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for being here and rocking, man. Um, sorry for the delay, but real life stuff happens, and sometimes I just gotta wait to start the show. And I respectfully appreciate all of y'all for knowing and understanding that, because you know that when I do get started, I'm rocking for like 2-3 hours. So it is what it is. Shout out to my guy Walter Blackman in the building. Good morning, Ron. Our team is showing true grit. Oh, let me put the let me get this out there. Sorry. Get the link out there real quick. Make sure I have that. Boom. All right, there's the link. Okay. Where was I? Okay. So, all right. Shout out to my guy Walter Blackman. Said, "Good morning, Ron. Our team is showing true grit." Yes, yes, they are. Yes, they are. That game 6 was really fun to watch. It was exciting. I mean, like I said, it stressed me out. I was sweating, especially towards the like you feel it's such a roller coaster. But that game, not for nothing, guys. That game 6 was kind of indicative of the Knicks season, right? They came out firing, right? 22-point lead. And then, but you knew it was early. So if you watch basketball enough, the playoffs, if somebody gets out to an early 22-point lead, it's not set in stone. Either you have either you're on like super on all night and you can just keep building on the lead because you're unconscious, shooting and stuff, or which usually happens, the other team makes a run to kind of get back into it. They may not get all the way back, but they get back, right? And unfortunately, Knicks went cold. And then when the shots stopped falling and the other team is trying to get back, you start pressing a little bit, and they just couldn't get it going. And Philadelphia got the momentum. The crowd was behind them, and they got back into the game. Typical Knick game, Jekyll and Hyde, up and down. But yeah, man. But in the end, they did what they did, and they fought hard, and they stood with there's a certain level of confidence that I told you guys that we've been talking about, that this Knick team has because of the players they have. It's because of the Dante DiVincenzo's. It's because of the Josh Harts, the Jalen Brunsons, and the OG Ananobis. It's a certain level of, we are good enough that we'll just play our game, and we know we'll get back into the game, or we'll get the lead again, or we'll keep fighting. Like, we didn't have that before, guys. It's no knock on the guys we had. It's no knock on IQ, Obi Toppin, or RJ Barrett, or Quentin Grimes. It's the fact that those guys just don't have that same level of experience in dealing with the adversity and the pressurized situations and knowing how to combat it. Like, RJ's done some, I'm no knock on RJ. RJ's actually done some good things in clutch moments and stepped up. But for the most part, like overall, just having that same ferocity, that extra thing you need to get out of those moments, he maybe didn't have as much of it. He has some of it. And Quentin Grimes just doesn't have the overall talent to do some of the things that maybe a Dante can do. IQ, whereas he does have all the talent and can do those things, we've seen that he hasn't showed it in a Knick uniform in the playoffs. You know what I mean? And then we know Obi Toppin is still, he's kind of still in between, still trying to figure out what his game was. And at the time that we needed him in those situations, he wasn't ready yet. He may be ready now. We'll see when we play Indiana. But at that time, he wasn't ready. So, and now we got guys, that are all ready. Like, all these guys, I don't care how you feel about them, if you don't know much about them, if you want to hate them, they are ready. So they know what they got to do, and they can do it. Now, sometimes it may not always work out, but they know what they got to do, and they will try to get it done. And that's the difference. That's why this Knick team is a lot more confident. That's why they can fight through everything. They never quit. There's just a different level of mentality and experience that helps them. So shout out to the front office once again, man. Listen, Yeah, y'all can be mad, but they did the damn thing. All right. Shout out to Crimes Dad. What up? How you doing, brother? He said, "Where is everybody? We here now, baby. We here now." Craig is in the building. Salute. What's good? Uh, dude, you know how many times I've thought about that, Craig? He said, "Imagine a Brunson and Maxi backcourt. We would be pretty much unstoppable. That would be fantastic, bro. Do you know? Imagine, like, we would never be out of a game, bro, because each one of those two guys can take over. And man, like you can only hope for stuff like that. You just and if Philly's smart, they are never letting that kid go. There's certain guys in the league, these young guys that are stepping into the next level, and you can tell that there's something special about them. And if the teams are smart, those guys are never leaving. Well, I mean, you never say never, but not leaving anytime soon. You know what I mean? Maxi, um, Jalen Williams from OKC. Uh, some might say Shea Gilgeous Alexander, but you never know how Shea feels. There was talk about them getting rid of him before, and there was also talk about him not wanting to be there because he didn't see the value in what they were doing. But now they look good. Uh, Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards ain't going nowhere. Anthony Edwards is going to be the face of the NBA going forward. So, those guys, there's this, and I'm not saying that Jalen Williams and well, I'm not saying Jalen Williams is like Anthony Edwards or even Tyrese Maxey, but he's definitely on that next level. He's ascending. So yeah, I would say those guys like that. There's more out there, but you know what I mean. Like those are guys that they shouldn't be going anywhere. We can only talk about them and wish they were on our squads. All right. Allah Wise is in the building. Peace. What's good? Salute to you, my brother. Excuse me. Let me see here. Let me see here. Shout out to my guy JJ in the building. JJ says, and salute to you, my brother. He says, salute Ron. Happy Saturday, bro. Would you prefer to put OG on Siakam or Halliburton? Plus, do you feel Precious should play this series? Pacers have stretch bigs, and he's our best big defensively on the perimeter. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, you already know I'm getting a little choked up because you know what I'm drinking. Got the morning cup of Joe. You see what it says? I drink coffee for your protection. Facts. And look at that. Look at this camera, man. I definitely got to get in the camera. It's gonna happen, guys. I'm talking about it, and I already see the camera I want, and I'm gonna get because whenever you buying equipment, you want to buy equipment that's going to last you. Like when I make a purchase, I usually get something I'm going to be able to use for years. I'm not going to worry about this again, at least for a while. And the camera I want costs like $400, so it's going to be a little while before I get it. Just hold on. Anyway, so yeah, I would say I think it's just going to be they're going to just try it out, bro. I think it's gonna start with maybe OG being on Siakam and then Hart or Dante being on Halliburton. And then they'll see what's happening. They'll see who's cooking and if a matchup needs to change, and then they'll switch. You know what I mean? Because the good thing about the good thing about the Knicks currently is this is where your point about Precious playing. I do think Precious is going to play in this series for a couple reasons. One, it's a different series, it's different personnel. And you don't need to be as big as you was versus Philadelphia because you had to stop a guy like Embiid. I mean, shout out to Indiana bigs, but none of them are Embiid, right? So that's one. Two, Precious already has a good familiarity with OG. I mean OG with Siakam, and I feel like they played each other well. I mean, Siakam was getting him a little bit, but Precious played good defense on him. So I think Tibbs already has that in the back of his head. He knows that. So I expect Precious to play in the series, and I expect him to be on Siakam. And that will free OG to be able to roam and take whoever, maybe take Halliburton or whoever's hot on their team. It puts us in a really good position. So hope that answers your question. Shout out to David Smith. Says salute to Ron in the chat. What a great series. Kudos to the Knicks for winning round one, which was really like a second round playoff series. That's true. Now to play Indiana in a series, Knicks should win. Yep, I would agree. The Knicks should win this because there's a lot of variables that work in their favor. We'll talk about it again and as we go forward. So I'm with you on that. Shout out to Eddie F. Appreciate you. Said rejoice, Knicks family. These are joyous times. Yep. Walter Blackman says we will need our shooters to be consistent, and we need Mitchell and Hartenstein to stay out of foul trouble. That's true too, and you would hope that they can, because I mean these guys just went up against Embiid, man, and I know Embiid wasn't all the way healthy, but I'm gonna say this: I know Embiid wasn't all the way healthy for the whole series, but those first couple games, Embiid was cooking. Okay, the last two games you got to see that he was wearing down a little bit, and maybe he was struggling. But those first couple games, he was cooking. So I don't want to hear that. Oh, they didn't face Embiid. The dude dropped 50. Okay, I don't want to hear all that. Walter also said we guard the perimeter because the Pacers have players who can knock down the three. Yeah, we're gonna have to. So this is interesting. This is going to be a little weird, and I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know if Tibbs is going to commit to that. Tibbs likes to have the opposing team take long threes, lock down the paint area, and also have guys there to rebound. With the Pacers, because they shoot it at such a high clip, does he say, we got to change our philosophy and knock these guys off the 3-point line and force them to come inside? Because some of these guys are just 3-point shooters. They're not great off the dribble. Some of them, not all of them. They got some good players over there too. So I wonder. Ondios is in the building. Salute, my brother. Shout out to you. Hope you're doing well. As always, he says salute, peace, love, and blessings. Ondios is funny, man. Ondios be doing these memes and putting these things together on Instagram. Check him out if you guys haven't already. Ondios NYK on Instagram. Go check out his work, man. He's talented but funny. Shout out to Louisiana Knicks in the building. What up, brother? Hope you're doing well. He says salute. David Smith says a victory by Knicks in round 2 against Indiana and advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals this year would show Tibbs improving from his previous label of poor playoff coach. I agree. That's facts. I mean, everything's about evolution, and hopefully he's evolving as well, learning from his mistakes. Okay, Dwayne Dennis says OG on Siakam, and I believe, yes, Precious should play too, right? He has good lateral movement and can help with the defense on Siakam. And OB pressuring shots and grabbing rebounds. He has great energy off the ball. Maybe that's what you're trying to say. Oh wait, hold on. Off the bench along with Deuce McBride. Gotcha. And shout out to all y'all once again. Appreciate y'all for being here and rocking. And another reason why Precious should play, guys. Let's just keep it a buck, man. The Knicks are not an old team; they're like middle of the pack team, but we're a slow team, and we know Indiana likes to push the pace. Knicks are going to get tired, bro. Tom Thibodeau cannot go. Can the Knicks still win with a 7-man roster? Probably. I think it would be a mistake. I think it would be a horrific mistake if Tibbs was to do that. I hope somebody in that camp over there talks to him and tells him, no, we can't do that. We got to play our guys. And I don't mean a bunch. I mean, we have to play at least 8, maybe 9, but at least 8. Because guys are going to get tired. These guys are going to be running up and down the floor. And yeah, can we stop them here and there doing that? Yeah, but it's not going to work all game, all game for all of the games in the series. They're going to run up and down here and there, and they're going to get these guys tired. And then you're going to see the effectiveness is not there. Then you're going to see, even if we get out of this Indiana series, we go into the next series and these guys are tired. Like they're going to be worn down. Like, just be smart about it. Use your common sense, Tibbs. Don't go backwards. You know what I mean? Do what you've been doing and make the adjustments. What worked last series doesn't necessarily need to work this series. That's all I'm saying. All right. Yeah, I read that. Oh, that's me. Ooh, look at that. David Smith said Carmelo wasn't half the winner that Brunson is. Brunson is winning player and the best Knicks since Patrick Ewing. What a warrior Brunson is. The guy really wants to win. Yeah, I mean, I don't listen. David Smith, I appreciate you, my brother. But you are doing what so many Knicks fans do. It's okay. We can big up our guy without putting down one of our other guys. It's fine, but I understand what you're saying. Carmelo and Brunson are different warriors. You know what I mean? And Brunson, his mindset and mentality is just a little different from Carmelo's, but it's approach too. Maybe it's approach. Maybe it's not mindset because Carmelo is a winner. Don't forget, Carmelo was a winner until he got into the NBA. He was a winner at every stop he did. Junior high, high school, college. He won everywhere. Okay. Olympics. He won. It's just when it's out of his control, and knowing what to do to make other guys better, maybe he has a little bit of an issue. He knows Carmelo is one of those, I know what I got to do to help the team. But he may not be the guy that I know what I got to do to make everybody else better while we help. I don't know. He may not be that guy, and maybe Brunson is more of that guy. I see that, but I'm just saying, let's rock with our guys, man. We don't got to big up one and put down the other. Everybody's good over here. Let me see here. The official payback is in the building. What's good, brother? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Will Salkin is here. Salute Big Ron. Salute the Steam chat. Happy Saturday. Go Knicks. Yes, sir. What's good, Will? Sherwin's in the building. Salute. Good morning. Big task at hand is here. Sir Ron. The Knicks are in the second round. Nick Pride. Facts. What's good? I hope you're doing well. Animal Lex is here. Salute everyone. Official Payback says, why is Draymond Green using our name for clicks? I have no idea, but this is what he does, and I don't listen to him either. He's on my I'm starting not to listen to you either list. So he had said some interesting things that were favorable for the Knicks in the past, so I gave him a little leeway. But now he's just, he's back to what I would expect him to be. So I don't listen. I just tune him out. FGC Hitman in the building. Salute. He said Knicks are going to have to maximize potential with the 7-man rotation. We have a smaller margin for error, especially keeping up with the speed of the pace. Yeah, it's it ain't gonna work, FGC. I'll be honest with you. I don't care how good the Knicks play with those 7 men. If they use that the whole series, these guys are gonna get tired and their effectiveness is not gonna be the same. And we're gonna be complaining like what's going on. And Tibbs knows what's going on. You got to play at least one more guy. You got to give somebody a little. I don't care what nobody says. Precious needs to play in this series. So there you go. That's it. That's the if Tibbs don't want to, reach too far into the bag, Precious is one of those who should be playing. That's all I'm saying. I mean, if anything, Burke should get a couple minutes here and there too, just to see if he can help. If he can't help, then he gets that's it. You got your couple minutes and that's it. Peace out. You know what I mean? But we'll see. Margaret Edwards is in the building. Hi, how are you, Margaret? Good to see you. Yeah, David Smith says the ultimate revenge for the Knicks. I mean, for Obi Toppin is the Pacers versus Knicks matchup. Tibbs disrespected Toppin and drove him out of New York. Could not have been scripted any better. The second round matchup. Yeah, I mean, I guess, but the other thing is Obi's going to have to deal with a lot of fans booing him and making him feel a certain way because he's gotten a couple of boo birds here because he's with the Pacers, but this is going to be a different level, and he's going to have to be going up against OG. And Precious. It could be tough for Obi. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe Obi gets busy. I don't know. We'll see. Kareem Grant is in the building. Salute. What's good, my brother? Hope you're doing well. Big task at hand says I barely follow hip hop rap. Nah, it's okay, man. It's just another one of the things we do over here. But appreciate you anyway, bro. William Thompson is in the building. Blessings. Hey, blessings to you, my brother. Yeah, JJ says this Drake versus Kendrick beef is wild. It is. It is. Like I said, if some people just don't have the time, they want it. They want I want to know what's going on. Boom, boom, boom. Let me hit me with the haymakers. Boom, boom. But if you actually take the time to listen and get through this stuff, and if you're smart enough to go find out the information that you don't know, so you know who these people are talking about, it's actually really interesting. That's all I could say. Crimes Dad said, Ron and Big Taz round 2. Let's get it on. Yes, sir. JJ says, Meet the Grams by Kendrick is ruthless. It is. It is. I don't know if everything is true, but if it is true, it's not looking good for Drake. Just saying. Knicks 100 said, Kendrick, he crying about subliminal, but that's exactly what he did to New York to get the fame. Ooh, okay. I see you, Knicks 100. FGC Hitman says, at least we have access, and salute to you, Knicks 100. FGC Hitman says, at least we have access to all eras of hip hop if we not feeling what's out now. Facts. True story. True story. JJ says I was sweating bullets too. Yeah, I know, brother. I know how it is. I was feeling it. Let me see. Okay. FGC said I had an uneasy feeling for game 6. My stomach was spinning. Yeah, I was starting to feel it a little bit too, but it calmed down. Because I guess because the Knicks were in a position where we knew they win and they go on. But if it had been the other way around, or say this was game 7, oh man, I would not have been feeling good. Shout out to the art man, formerly known as Steve. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for the generous super chat. He said, Morning, Ron. 2 words. Deuce McBride, the Nova Knicks, and OG were major, but Deuce made some super crucial, pivotal plays and shots. P.S. Man, we're going to miss Bogey. Precious and Burks got to get minutes. I agree. Well, Precious definitely got to get minutes. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Burks, you need to give him a little bit and see what he can do with it. He's definitely situational. If he gets some minutes and he does something positive, he gets more minutes. If he gets some minutes, he does nothing, then he don't get no minutes. That's it. But Precious needs to get minutes because he especially in this series, I think he's going to be an important piece. And not for nothing, just the fact that him and Siakam know each other so well, like they know each other's games. Like he should be out there on a different, at different times. Freeman 48 is in the building. What's going on? He said, "What's up, y'all? Let's go, Knicks." Sherwin says IQ have talent. He's just a dumb player. Maybe. Ooh, you saying IQ doesn't have a high IQ? Yeah, Maxi is a better version of IQ. Yeah, we knew that for a while, and it's more evident now as we've gone forward. Shot Power is in the building. Salute. What's good? Appreciate you, my brother, as always. And shout out to Shy and my guy Divine. You know what I mean? Knicks Real Talk. Please continue to support them, man. They get you right before the games. They even give you some post games too here and there. But the pre games be right, man. Get you in the right frame of mind as always. Ron Sarmiento is in the building. What's good, Ron? Hope you're doing well. Says salute, Ron. Salute, chat. Okay, we're getting close to the end of shouting out everybody. We'll get cracking. Kerry Cox is in the building. Salute. Appreciate you. Good to see you. As always, hope you're doing well. Shout out to NYC BBall 08. Appreciate you. Thank you for the generous super chat, my brother. He said another Knicks in 6. Let's go. Okay, calling it. I'm gonna say Knicks in 5. I'm gonna say Knicks in 5. We'll talk about it a little later why I feel that way. Yeah, but I'm rocking with you. Anna Grill. He said, nah, face of the NBA brings a certain charisma and athleticism. It is Ant-Man and Ja if he fixes his image. Yeah, I don't think Ja can fix his image because I think Ja is who he is. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would be somebody he's not. I think Ja comes from, his I don't know. I don't know about his upbringing. I think, but Ja's surrounding his circle, his people that he's used to being around, is that way of life. And so Ja is who Ja is. So I don't know if he can as he gets older, maybe 5 years from now, maybe he'll start to become a little different. But right now, he's still young, so I don't see it changing too much. And Ant-Man is kind of young himself in the way he acts, but he's just a little bit more tolerable and acceptable to the NBA. And so, and plus, I mean, when it comes to Ant-Man and Ja, Ant-Man is probably the better overall talent. Ja's got a lot of upside to what he does. I just think Ant-Man may be able to do it at a little better level. So he might look like the Jordan in this mix. No. Alawai says, Ron, do you think Indy is tougher to beat than Philly? No, I don't. I don't. I'm just saying that Indiana can make it really tough for our Knicks because they can get us tired and then they can start bombing away, right? So that could help them win a game. And they might win a game just because of how good they shoot. They might win 2 games because of how good they shoot. That's why I'm saying you never know. But I'm more concerned about them running up and down the court and getting us tired and making us not be effective in the game against them, and more importantly, tiring us out so that way if we pass them and get into a next series, we don't have a lot, to go against the next team we play because we gave it all in this Indiana series. You know what I mean? Because they're going to run up and down, and that worries me a little bit. That's all. But no, the Knicks are a better team than Indiana. And I'll talk about it in a little bit. I'll save my reasons why, and we'll chop it up. Anna Grill says IQ is not dumb. I got you. Kerry Cox says we got to slow it down. Indy can't allow them to run. I agree. Anna Grill says Jalen Williams is a future star. Yeah, he is. Knicks 100. Rick Carlisle, the coach who drafted Brunson. It's true. Margaret Edwards says, let's not predict. Remember Atlanta, they said Knicks was favorite. See how that turned out. Yeah, that's true, Margaret. Hey, D-Block in the building. Salute everyone. And Ron, appreciate you, my brother. Sherwood says we must play Precious. Indiana is a long team. Miles Turner is just a jump shooter and a shot blocker. iHeart should bully Turner. Agree. I agree. This should be a welcome change for iHeart after going up against Embiid. Embiid was given iHeart fits the whole series. The last game, game 6, was finally the game where iHeart started to play him a lot better. He did make a couple mistakes, but it was nothing like what he did in the previous games. And that's good experience for iHeart. Not that he never played it before, but to play someone like that consistently over game in and game out, it gets you better. NYC B-Ball says Embiid at 50% is better than anyone on the Pacers. We got this. I like it. Anna Grill says transition defense is key and rebounding. Yeah. Kerry Cox says we're fortunate not having to face Mathurin. I mean, it is what it is, but they're fortunate not having to face Julius. Crimes Dad says Brunson getting any respect yet? I think he's getting it now, bro. OB Revenge series, Ron says. Sarmiento, my guy. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let me kind of move along. I'm reading everything. I gotta calm down. Shout out to Staffa Don. Don't let him fool you. Oh no. What up, Staffa? Appreciate you, brother. Well, We on to the next one, Staffer. My guy CC, the real Cartagena in the building. Precious cancels out Obi, probably. We'll see. I mean, I know Obi looked like he definitely had a good game recently. So I don't know if that translates. I haven't been watching their series. I don't know how good he's been playing or not. Sometimes, the stats don't necessarily show the whole story. Maybe he's been having really good moments for them. I don't know. Anthony D in the building. Salute, my brother. Appreciate you. Listen, if y'all haven't checked out Old School Knicks with my guy Anthony D and Uncle Freezy on the Blorange Tears Network, please do show them some love, man. I think it's 11:30 on Sundays. Winston Hadaway in the building. What's good? Salute to you. Appreciate you. He said, if Tibbs know what I know, he better play Precious. Go Knicks. I can dig that. I hear you, Anthony D. The mellow comment. I got you. All right. Let me get through this, guys. G. Robinson in the building. He said, salute to you. Pacers can throw 10 to 12 players out there to continue to push the pace. I know. Like I said, Knicks don't have to do that because that's not our game. But the 7-man rotation, that's not it. Okay. 8 at least, maybe 9. 8 at least, maybe 9. I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't understand why you so concerned about the Pacers Knicks 100. Don't get me wrong. They're a young, talented team, but there's certain things about them that I think that okay, right after this, man, I gotta get into it, but I don't want to start and stop. So I'll get to it. I'm coming back to you, Knicks 100. Let me start this. Coming back to this as a reminder. Louisiana Knicks, thank you for the generous super chat, my brother. He says, salute Ron. With Brunson playing a lot of minutes, do you think that Burks or Shake should get minutes this series or just Precious? No. Just Precious, like directly. He definitely needs to get minutes. You can give Burks some minutes. Shake is not going to see anything. Shake is going to just shake on the bench. Yeah, let's go Knicks. I'm sorry, man. Nah, it's not. Unfortunately, it's not going to work. Burks is a maybe, but I think he should get a little time because we need a little bit of that with them running up and down. We need a little bit of that. Now, the only way that Shake might get a couple minutes is if, like, say Burks played and he got hurt, or Burks was awful and the Knicks were in a situation where they were looking gassed out there, and Tibbs says, I gotta put someone else out there. Maybe he say, Shake, give me some minutes. But other than that, I don't see it. Yeah, listen to what Andios says. Subscribe to the channel, enjoy the show. Facts. I like that, Andios. Damn it, man. Why does it have to be one of them days? I haven't even, if you guys see what's in my coffee cup, I'm only drinking like this much of my coffee and I'm already getting choked up. Like, this is bad. Of course, as I say that, I got to take another sip. Don't judge me, man. The heart wants what the heart wants. I'm weak. All right, let me clear my throat. Have mercy, babe. I hope you don't mind. All right. Siri. Shut it up, Siri. She's coming on the phone. I don't know. All right. Okay, let me just say what's up to. Is anybody else? Knicks will be 2024 NBA champions in the building. Appreciate you. He said if you replaced Brunson with Melo in the Sixers series, Knicks would have lost. Oh boy. Maybe. I don't know. Jorge or Georgie, I'm sorry, Georgie Ortiz, shout out to you. Salute my brother. He says, salute my brother. Tibbs should implement Shake in the rotation as well. But hey, let's have faith in our team. I'm sure they already know what they got to do to take the Pacers out. Knicks in 5. Watch. I'm with you on that. Victor Rivera is in the building. He said, what's good, brother? Been a while, but it's a good time to be a Knicks fan. Winning 6, then on to Boston. My guy Victor. That's right. Appreciate you. Okay. Hey, JT Riddick is in the building. Salute, Ron. Salute to you, my brother. All right. John Smith is in the building. Salute, John. Appreciate you. Robert Becker is back in the building. Salute, Robert. Good to see you again. Said, I'm glad we beat the 76ers. I think it was after game 2. Joel saying we are the better team. Well, you know what Joel, the so-called better team, lost and choked to the Knicks, who played better defense. Facts. Hey, Glamour Knicks is in the building. Salute. Hey, Ron. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Hey, my guy, attorney to be, attorney at law. I will fight for you. Mr. Sam Grandison is in the building. Salute, my brother. He says, salute. Knicks beat Pacers in 6. We move. I like that. Okay. My guy Wiz BKLA in the building. See, salute Ron, aka the Gregory Hines wannabe, whatever. And the chat. I agree that we need to go at least 8 deep. Pause, no Diddy, not just for this series, but also for the next series or 2 where we could hit 100 plus games. Good point. Ilmat. Okay, hold on. 1 second, Ilmatics. Knicks 100 says styles make fights. I hear you. It's true. It's true. It's true. I'm not saying you're wrong. We'll talk about it a little more. Hold on. Illmatics in the building. Salute, Ron. The Ewing curse has been exercised. ECF, here we come. I'm with you. I like that. My guy, that Franco. God damn it. Hold on. If I drink water, it'll just make it worse. The only thing that could fix this right now is if I go make myself some tea, but it's too hot to be having some tea right now. That's going to get me all sweating over here. I don't want that. What are we doing? This is crazy, man. Can't even drink coffee. It's upsetting. All right. My guy, Dat Franco in the building. Second round, baby, in the build. That's right. Let's go. Let's go, brother. The new Knicks in the building, City and Squad. Your salute, Ron. Salute, SKF fam. Time to crash out round 2 Monday. Let's go. Yeah, man. Oh, and I think it was you, but or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it wasn't you. But if it was you, happy belated birthday, brother. And if it wasn't you, then happy belated birthday to who it was. Maybe it was Machete. I don't remember. But happy birthday to all of y'all. I appreciate you, man. Travel Vibes is in the building. Peace. What's good, my brother? Hope you're doing well. Long Island Sound is in the building. The playoffs have just began. Let's go. Appreciate you, brother. Paris Doug is in the building. He said, got to play 9 at least or get cooked. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like we got to play. I mean, maybe 8, but I think 9, bro. I think 9 because I think we just got to be able to get guys rest in a series like this where their biggest asset is to be able to run up and down. You got to be able to get some guys. We need rest because I don't care how good our defense is. We can stop them at different moments, but there's going to be moments where they push the pace. And the fact that they play so many different guys, what happens when our bench unit comes in there? You know what I mean? And then we don't have enough guys to really rock with the bench. So some of our starters got to stay out there. These dudes are going to get tired, man. I'm just saying. It's not, I don't like it. Just let's be smart. Carlos Tejada is in the building. He said, let's go Knicks. I agree. What's good? And thank you for being here. Yeah, I think he will, Carlos. I think he will give Precious more minutes in the Pacers series. I think he will because of the way they play. And I also think he will because of the familiarity that Precious has with Siakam. All right. I got through it, guys. Some people thought it couldn't be done. I showed them. Now let's get it cracking, man. So the link is out there. I'm gonna put it out there again. If anybody wants to jump on the open panel, by all means, you are welcome to. We're gonna get it cracking, irregardless, bro. Mo Garden in the building. He said all the Knicks got to do is contain, defend, rebound, get back, and shoot the ball with no fear. 100%. I agree with you. Thank you for tuning in, brother. Good to see you in the chat. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before, so I appreciate you. If you're a subscriber, please, thanks for showing the love. If not, think about it. We could use you over here, man. I like what you're saying. And smash that like button to everybody if you have not already done so. It supports the show. It looks a little something like this. What else? Okay. So the link is out there. Let's hit the intro and then we'll chop it up and get right into the nitty-gritty of what's going on. Hey, Keith Watkins in the building. He says, greetings from the ATL. What's good? Knicks in 6. I like it. Okay. I prefer a sweep, but I'll take it. Anyway, let's hit the intro. We'll come back and chop it up, y'all. Sorry, just had to get that out. Once again, shout out to everybody tuned in. Shout out to everybody on Facebook watching, everybody on Twitter or X watching, and to my peoples on YouTube that are tuned in, locked in. We are here. Let's go. Robert says, I want to see Knicks versus OKC in the finals. I want to hear at home the Knicks announcer saying, and now please welcome your 2024 Eastern Conference champions, your New York Knicks. I like that. I want to hear that too, brother. That would be dope. Damn it, Allah. Stop stealing my thunder. I told you I was waiting. This is what I want to say. This is where we going. He said, Ron, still Knicks, if you know they can't stop us with their defense, why are you so concerned of us stopping them? Don't they have to stop us too? Our principles align when winning theirs with running. You just stealing my thunder, Allah. Okay. Like I said, Knicks and Pacers. Okay. First off, let's talk about what we know. Okay. The Pacers played the Milwaukee Bucks. Hold on. Let me see if I could do. Oh, this is annoying, but let me see. Boy. Is there an easy way to do this? Yeah. Hold on. This is the. Give me a second, guys. I'm just trying to make this easier for myself here. Past. Okay. Let's check this. Let me just look at this real quick. No, man. I hate y'all. Y'all don't know, man. I cannot stand sometimes the NBA, they try to make things so beautiful and colorful with these big pictures, and they change the format of how you find stuff. It's like they have two ways of finding stuff. We've talked about this. A bunch of content creators get mad at this. They have the original way of finding stuff where you could just find exactly what you want, and they have this new way that looks prettier for people, but it doesn't allow you to see what you want to see. Oh my God, I'm going to ESPN. I'm sorry, BSPN. All right. Okay, here we go. What was the first one? It was this one. All right. Man, this is just annoying. I got to click on all these buttons just to get one answer. And I got to do it for multiple games. This sucks. So the first one, Lillard. Okay. Let me see the next one. Bear with me, guys. Almost done. This one. Yep. Okay. Next one. I'm just looking at Milwaukee and Indiana's series real quick. I'm trying to say something, but I want to be at least close to accurate in what I'm saying. Lillard. All right. Okay. Uh-huh. Almost done. This is game 4. Ah, no Lillard. Mm-hmm. This is game 5. No Lillard. And this is the last game that just happened. Lillard played. Okay. Okay. So this is what we know, right? The Pacers played Milwaukee. Shout out to Jeffrey Clafter in the building. Salute, Jeffrey. Appreciate you taking care of the ball and cleaning the glass is the key versus Indy. I agree with that. Space Ghost is in the building as well. Salute to you, my brother. What's good? So Pacers played Milwaukee. Milwaukee's not the best defensive team to begin with. We already know they made a crucial mistake in letting Drew Holiday go, which weakened them. They added Patrick Beverly, but I'm just keeping it a buck. Patrick Beverly is not Drew Holiday. And what Patrick Beverly used to be good at, I just feel like he's just not the same. So I don't know how much that helped them overall. That's that. And even with Drew Holiday, they had some holes on defense. Like other guys just didn't necessarily have the defensive chops. So they still needed more help. They should have kept Drew Holiday and added another defensive piece, but whatever. So they don't play the greatest defense to begin with, right? But their biggest assets was the fact of having Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo. So now you go into the series. Indiana plays Milwaukee with no Giannis. That's puts pressure on the entire team. That runs up and down the court as well, and makes guys, lives easier on the team. Gets them open shots because you got to double team him to stop him. So you telling me Indiana knows that they go into the series and they don't have to worry about that at all? That's huge. That's big. That's important, right? So that's 1 point that makes it easier for Indiana, right? 2, you have to deal with Lillard, right? But then there's 2 games in the series where Lillard doesn't play. So no Giannis and no Lillard, and you got to deal with the cast of characters that got nobody making it easier for them, nobody commanding a double team to get them easy open shots. Okay. Then you already know they don't play great defense. So how are they stopping Indiana? Like, what are they doing? Right? I think that's enough, okay, from that side of it. And also, I want to throw out that Halliburton has not been the same Halliburton he was 3 months ago. You know what I mean? He's been good. He's been adequate. I mean, anybody would want him on their team, but he was special earlier. 3 months ago, he was doing some special things. People were saying, "Oh, is he better than Jalen Brunson?" That's how good he was playing because he was putting up the assist numbers and he was scoring. Like his assists were crazy. He was averaging like 12 assists a game, and then but he had games of 18 assists. Wild stuff, and he was putting up, a lot of points. He's not doing that as far as the offensive side. He hasn't been scoring the same way, but he's still getting the assists, just not scoring the same way. So keep that in mind. Right now, we go to the Knicks versus Philly. The Knicks, I don't want to actually, you know what? I could probably check that. Let's see what this is looking like. Let's see the team stats. Teams, traditional stats. Oh my god, this is so annoying. All these pop-ups, everything that happens on this freaking oh man. You know what? Sometimes it's just best to Google it and then it pops up and sends you right back to where you were, but at least you don't got to do all the dumbness. Here we go. Look at that. That was so much easier. This is so dumb. These sites, man. All right. Regular season, no, I want playoffs because that matters, right? Okay. All right. That's interesting. So, defensive rating in the playoffs so far. Huh? That's weird. Not looking too good. All right. Opponent's points in the paint. I'm going to go down the line because this is interesting. Opponent points in the paint. The Knicks are giving up 36 points in the paint. So that's the best in the playoffs for any team. Blocks. The Knicks have most blocks in the playoffs per game at 7.2. Steals, we're at 5.3. We're like 13th. Defensive rebounds, we are at 68% to Boston's got 83% defensive rebounds. What is this? I don't know. This is weird. I'd rather see totals than this percentage. I don't necessarily get why they're doing the percentage, but so defensive rating. Oddly enough, even though we know the Knicks have been playing good defense, I guess it goes by the actual points that are being given up and the level. Because one thing we'll say, Philadelphia was shooting really good. Their actual percentage in a lot of these games, they were shooting really good. So even though the Knicks were playing good defense, they were playing good defense at spurts. You know what I mean? Stopping them at different times. But as far as overall, Philadelphia was getting a lot of stuff. And maybe that's the reason why their defensive rating, the Knicks defensive rating just doesn't look as good right now. Because they're 13th in the playoffs in defensive rating. We know otherwise, but you know what I mean? But this is how it actually stacks up, I guess, because of shooting percentage and the points that have been scored. That's how it's looking. So that's interesting. But either way, and Milwaukee was 15th. So even worse in playing, defense, obviously. I really attribute this to the fact that the Knicks really had a tough time stopping Embiid. And because of that, even though Mitch was doing great against them at certain times, because of that, Philadelphia was able to capitalize on that two-man game, and that two-man game opened up so many opportunities for Maxey, which then the Knicks also had to, in some cases, double team Maxey because he was so fast, which opened up other opportunities for them to get easy shots for other guys around the perimeter. So I think that is the real reason the Knicks defense doesn't look as good as it really was, how they were playing and trying to stop these guys. But Indiana doesn't have that. Indiana doesn't have anybody that I feel the Knicks need to double. You know what I mean? So I just think the defense will be that much better against Indiana. That's one. Okay. All right. So I needed to look at that because, sometimes you get an eye-opening stat and you're like, what? Okay, that's interesting. I got my guy backstage. I see him. Let me get him up here so we can continue to talk about this stuff. Hold on. Let me do this the right way. I saw my guy Jigga do it. I said, I could do that too because he deserves it, man. This is my guy. Hold on. What up? Wait, if we're going to introduce him, got to bring him up the right way. Okay, let's do it.
Jay Boogie, we facing a lot of doubters.
So, Ebony, First Lady of KOT, what you saying?
It's us against the world.
New York City, where you at? We outside. My Knicks fans, where you at? Big town. I'm looking down, cause we on top. They looking up, see, we on top.
No video.
On game nights, all I see is Nick traffic. For the playoffs, cause I'm wearing a June jacket. The best fans anywhere, we stay rocking. This my 4-point play, my Larry Johnson. The true definition of getting snubbed is when the 2 seed ain't getting no love. We know the cats from college known as teammates. Now the lead podcast and we some roommates. It's for the league, whoever wanna collide. That new commercial that told you I'm the vibe. Shout out to Mr. Rose, the plan working from the ESPN with these bars. I'm Kendrick Perkins. Every game, the squad, we just go hard. Coach Tibb, Challenger, New Dodge. 5 boroughs of breath, the Nick plan. From the Bronx, Queens, Manhattan, Staten, to Brooklyn. New York City, where you at? We outside. My Knicks fans, where you at? I'm looking down cause we on top. They looking up, see we on top.
No Diddy.
Yo, E, you crazy for that.
Hey, that's my joint. I'm digging that one, man. I'm telling you, I'm trying to get my Harlem bop on. What's going on, baby? Jay Boogie in the building.
Yes, yes. Blessings, health, happiness to everybody. Salute, salute, salute. 3 capital S's. What's good, my brother, on this beautiful day of life? Not just a Saturday, but a beautiful day of life. Shout out to everybody rocking and watching and viewing. You're up under this orange and blue. Great content all over the world, man. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you hit the like button, share, subscribe. Do what you got to do to continue on making sure that you're a part of this show. And all content creators that, you don't see numerous times, that Ron don't post it up, everybody, all the names and everything. Make sure you continue celebrating all the great content as you go along, celebrating the good season that we're having. It's a beautiful season because everybody I know, I seen, rocking amongst this season are real loyal Knicks fans. You got a couple of naysayers here and there, but that's not to be here nor there. But to win together, you got to have been able to lose together. And the ones I rock with, we already lost together. So we already are feeling good because we know what it feels like to lose together. But right now, we're winning together, and that makes it even more better because we all on the same page. But shout out to everybody, man, coming off amazing season. Appreciate Ron playing that song, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to get ready to remix it and be like, yo, Philly fans, where you at? You inside. My Knicks fans, where you at? Second round, huh? How about that, huh? But of course I got to talk to the boss of the record. That's Ebony. She went platinum. Yeah. I went silver.
I like that. I like it.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
man.
How you doing, man?
I'm all right, man. I'm feeling good, man. I'm looking forward to this next series. I'm happy that we got out of that last series. I mean, I knew we was, but it was still touch and go, man. Philadelphia came to play. They did it. They did what they could to stay in the series, and they made it difficult. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's Philadelphia. I mean, we talk a lot of stuff. Let me tell you something. One thing you cannot say, Philadelphia has always been a good team. They may not have been good enough to kind of get to that next level. Every year they're in the playoffs, though. Every year they have great regular seasons, and that's when they're healthy. And this time they were kind of iffy. So I knew they were going to play better than just lay down and let us sweep them or something. I didn't think these games were going to be so crazy, so touch and go, man. But it's like I said, it's a shout out to them, and it's a shout out to those 2 guys being supremely talented, even Embiid dealing with injury. But Maxey is special, man. I like that kid. I mean, I really like that kid. I like his personality, his makeup. He's honorable. He's the type of guy, not for nothing. Maybe he's not there to be the guy, but he's the type of guy that should be like the face of the NBA. That's a guy that you market and you say, this is who our league is. This is the type of guy that we show, and we want you guys to understand he represents us. Maxey is that type of guy. So, yeah, we'll see going forward. Let me just read a couple of these things, and I'm going to get back to what I was saying about Indiana, and we can break it down, Jay Bugs. Where was I? Okay, so a couple more people have popped in that I didn't see. All right. Hey, Q Burrow, Mad Thorough in the building. Shout out to you. Appreciate you.
Q Burrow, Mad Thorough. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Angelo 3K is in the building. Salute. He said Knicks barely won versus the 76ers. LL, no hate, but saying the Pacers almost lost to the Bucks is basically the same thing. I see what you're saying. I got you. Jay from PR is in the building. No Mbitty.
Yeah.
Jay, you funny, bro.
He in the trunk.
Yeah, I see you. Corey Lee is in the building. They're going at it in the chat. Okay, Corey, see you, my brother. One half of the 718 boys. Sundays at 10 a.m. with my guy Boulevard, the bully himself, on Blorange Tears. Tekla Rory Williams Frankenson. Golly, that's a name. Shout out to you, brother. He said, okay, all right. Well, I guess he's going back with Corey. But appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being here. Pierre Moise in the building. Yo, congratulations to all Knicks fans. Let's go. DJ Queen Supreme in the building. We did it, New York. Let's go. Okay, DJ Queen. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. It's your first time. Appreciate you. Thank you for showing some love. And listen, if you like what you're seeing, hit that like button, and if you want to, be a part of the content, hit the subscribe button. We love to have you. Thank you for being here and rocking. We out here. Look at there he is. I talk about him. He pops up. He's like Candyman. Boogie, 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 boogie. Boulevard 73 in the building. Salute, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to the chat, J Boogie. Let's go, Knicks. We got okay. Stream Elements is in the building. Let me know what's popping. We got a couple new subscribers. Stream Elements, thank you. Thanks for subscribing, Dean Tolliver. Appreciate you. Thank you for being a part of the family.
That's right. We outside. That's right.
Yes. Okay, what is this? Thanks for subscribing. Anarchy AR Studio, Kevon, Blazemore, L. Okay. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. All right. Bang USA Sports is in the building. Salute. He said, let's go, Knicks. Don't underestimate the Pacers. We did that against the Hawks and the Heat. We have to be efficient this round. Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm also saying I don't believe in those sweeps. Mm-hmm. I believe we can win in 5, though, if we play the right way. But if we win in 6, we win. I don't care about that. Let's win. That's all that matters to me. And I don't think, because like I said, the Pacers could win one game just by getting hot. They could shoot us out the building in one game. You know what I mean? So we got to try to contain them as best we can. Let's see. Freeman 48. I think I said what's up to you already, but once again, I appreciate you. I say what's up again. Hey, Dripmore, the preferred barber of still Knicks fans and the Knicks community, is in the building. Let's go. What up, Dripmore?
He's really dripping right now. He's on his a lot of drip on. Send me some of that drip you got, man. So I can drip more.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. Shout out to Lady and the Chef. Appreciate you. Always good to see you, Lady and the Chef, and her mom's Diva Locks. Please, y'all, if y'all haven't already checked out 2 Knicks chicks on YouTube, man, come on. And they're on today, I believe. So please
great
show them some love.
I was just over there rocking with them, and before I came over there, great content. They're really consistent, and by now you should be used to both of them. Like I just said on their show, man, just go subscribe, share, and make sure you hit the like buttons, man. You know what I'm saying? Help them grow too. Subscribe to any and all type content that's really rocking, with the up under the Knicks. Now, when you get there, it's up to your viewing if you want to continue on rocking. But anything you see that's orange and blue, man, let's go ahead and move the way, because the YouTube we furnishing in this YouTube right now. We also furnishing in the Twitter, the X. We furnishing these platforms right now. So continue on furnishing this orange and blue all over, no matter where you at.
Facts. You know what? And I wanted to say, well, let me read a couple more of these. I want to say this little public service announcement thing, and I'll get back into it. We chop it up with Jay Boogie about this Indiana Pacers Knicks series. Let me see. Where was I? AJ Gaming in the building. What up, AJ? Appreciate you, bro. Hope you're doing good. Rick Z is in the building. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before, my brother. If you're new, thank you for being here and rocking. Smash that like button, and if you want to subscribe, I ain't mad at you. He said, hey guys, Tibbs must add pressure to the rotation between him and OG. Will do a great job against Siakam. Let's go Knicks forever. Our Knicks are giving us great vibes. Facts.
Talk.
Yes. 100%. Shout out to Wacko in Brooklyn. What's good, Wacko? Appreciate you. Good to see you. Always a pleasure, my brother. Jimmy Henry is here. Salute. Appreciate you. Could we ask J Hart to be more aggressive offensively to relieve some pressure off his roommate, JB? I mean, listen, I think he's already been doing it. Just if you want to say, can he continue to do it? That's what we want to see, because he was super aggressive in this last series compared to how he's been before. So I'll take it. Okay, I think I got everybody. Okay. So two things I wanted to say real quick. Okay. First off, I'm gonna jump on my soapbox real quick, guys. Look, we over here at Still Nick fans are at 2,570 subscribers. Now, I don't know if if you follow me, I haven't been making a big deal about subscribers. I say something, please subscribe, blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing no campaigns. I'm not doing a lot of extra stuff to build and bring people in. But now I got to start getting on my square because you know what I've noticed? As a content creator, they show you like people who watch your content, right? They show you fellow content creators out there. And what I'm noticing is a lot of people are growing, but like big. Like the last time, I'm just saying it like this. I saw one person a few months back had 3,000 subscribers. Now they got 8,000. One person had 20,000 subscribers. Now they got 40,000. So I'm saying, you know what? Maybe I haven't been doing something. Maybe I need to get out there and start pushing to get people to subscribe to Still Nick fans again, because I'm just worrying about enjoying what the Knicks are doing and putting out the content. But you know what? I got to get back on the campaign because there's a lot of subscribers out there that are subscribing other places, and I want them to be over here as well because I think we do good content. And you know what? Let's get it going. So from now on, guys, y'all gonna hear me saying please subscribe to the show. I'm gonna be on my campaign stuff because I'm watching some stuff. And and there's no knock on everybody does great content. There might be one person out there that's got a lot of subscribers, and I'm like, I don't know how. I'm not gonna hate on them. However they do it, it's like counting somebody's pockets. All I'm saying, if they could do it, we could do it. So let's do the same damn thing. Let's talk to our fellow Knick fans out there and say, listen, subscribe to the show. Tell your grandma, tell your auntie, tell your babysitter, tell your boss. Listen, I mean, but maybe not, because if you in here doing stuff, watching us, and you should be working, maybe not. But tell your peoples to subscribe to Still Nick fans and show us some love. We got to get back to growing, man, because it's kind of slowed down. And like I said, I've been so focused on other things and so happy with our Knicks. I'm not stressing it. But now it's time to start stressing it. We got to get back on our grind and get the subscribers up. So please do that and show love to the show and the content. Now, the other thing I was going to tell you is, you know what would be nice if BSPN or one of these other, mainstream media places said, let's do something, because the Knicks are doing some stuff over there. New York is feeling great about themselves. These fans deserve it. Why don't we do something? We know the Knicks community is great. We know you got a lot of great content creators over there. How about you step up and put your money where your mouth is, BSPN and those others? You know what I mean? How about y'all have like a content creator week every day, Monday through Friday, bring up a different content creator and talk about how the Knicks fans really feel? Huh? How about that? Huh? Wouldn't it be great to see them on First Take, bring up a different content? I don't care who it is. It could be KnicksFanTv. I don't care. It's not about the hate. It don't have to be me. I'm saying that would be dope to really show how y'all care about the Knicks community and understand that the Knicks content creators that are basically talking from a perspective of a real fan, how we feel, not just mainstream media. Include us. Have a content creator week or something like that, and bring up different content creators, or bring up even like Knicks Twitter. I don't care. Do that, and that'll show that y'all really tapped in and locked into what we're doing out here. So anyway, that's just my little suggestion. Okay, now let's get back to it. So where I was I was talking about the Philadelphia and Knicks series and the defense, right? So unfortunately, according to numbers, Knicks defense isn't as good as we thought because Philadelphia did get off versus us. Okay, that's fine. But we know the Knicks defense is better than that. And Philadelphia had some weapons that forced us into some situations. Indiana don't have those same weapons. That's one. The Knicks can score some points, but the toughest team that the Knicks faced, well, there's two. So I don't want to say just one. There's two tough teams that the Knicks faced this year that gave us problems consistently. One is Boston. You guys already know Boston. I'm not going to say they got our number, but they know how to play us. And it's a tough game. We just haven't figured them out all the way yet. And it's Philadelphia. Just look at the numbers. Even though we've won, they've made it difficult for us. They've played some really good defense, and they've also been able to slow down Brunson. Now, obviously, in this playoffs, you see Brunson figured it out. He broke up out of there, dropping 40 pieces on them like it's a bad habit. But they've just played us pretty well. And even though they've got some issues over there, they got some guys that have some length and they play decent defense. Indiana don't play the defense that Philadelphia plays. All right? We already talked about Indiana had a nice little free run over there playing Milwaukee with all their issues. They ain't going to get that with the Knicks. So these are two really important things that are going on. Indiana having an easier run with Milwaukee because they were hampered with injuries and stuff. The Knicks having a tougher run with Philadelphia because they play us really well and they got some length on their side too. We were having some issues with that. Us two facing each other, I think the Knicks are in good hands. The other thing I wanted to say is in the Indiana series, we only played them 3 times because of the in-season tournament. None of those games Mitch was there. No Mitch. 2 of those games Randall was there. None of those games OG was there. And Precious wasn't there either. All I'm saying is don't just think because Indiana did this and this and this, that's going to be the same thing. They're facing a different Knicks team too. Okay? So keep that in mind. We don't got Julius, but they didn't face OG. They didn't face Mitch. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks go out there and say, we're going to take you off the three-point line, force you to come inside where you start to face Mitch inside, and he's blocking and affecting all your shots. Hartenstein's going to be blocking and affecting your shots. OG's going to be blocking and affecting your shot. Don't be surprised if the Knicks run them off the three-point line. Okay. Anyway, your thoughts on this matchup so far, Jay Boogie, Indiana versus the Knicks?
This is no shots at the Pacers.
Oh, sorry. One second. Oh, I don't want to stop you from your thought. I just want to tell David Smith. Yeah, Benedict Mathurin is hurt for the season. He's out for the whole season, bro. Go ahead, Jay Boogie.
Yeah, this is no shot at the Pacers. But what I know about the New York Knicks team, the squad that we all love and appreciate and we rock with, they have commitment. They have dedication. They have heart. They have no giving up, a complete effort. And that goes a long way. Forget all the stat numbers. You know what I'm saying? That will, that determination. You know, this is what I know about our team. And like I said at the beginning, that's to take no shots at Indiana. But when you have a team like that, that believe and have faith in one another, and they're links, not a chain. Because the chain is only strong as the weakest link. And when you got a link together, you got a brotherhood, that means I'm with you all the way. And where we at far as this season, which is the playoffs, like Scarface say about regular season, you remember. I like to forget. This is a new season. And right now, we're 4-2. We're above 500 right now. Me, I won 16 games. I said that at the beginning of the playoffs. I didn't never want April. I want that 4-letter word. And it's 1 month. It's called June. This is where I want to be at. And if the team got their mindset and they focus on June, they're going to make it hard for any other team. What I do know, back in the days, it used to be 2 out of 3, 3 out of, 5, 4 out of 7. That's how it used to be. But guess what? We won 2 out of 3 games in Philly. So that lets me know this squad right here can go inside any hostile environment and go in there and win on your gym floor. And that's just not, taking anything away from the Pacers. But I know they weak on the boards. They don't rebound the ball well. They do not do that. Their defense is not all that great. Those are 2 things we do great. We rebound both sides, not just one. Both sides. And we love offensive rebounds. That gives us more shots and more opportunity. And defense, I think right now we're probably the second best defensive team in the playoffs behind the Minnesota Timberwolves. So one thing about it, you're not going to be running up and down like cheaters in a playoff series against us because you got to rebound that ball first. And, and long as we getting good shots and not turning the ball over, guess what? It's always going to either lead to a basket or lead to us getting fouled, or it's going to lead to us getting an offensive rebound. One of those 3 things is going to happen for us. So And again, that's not to take anything away from the Pacers, but I love our squad more than them. I believe in our squad more than them. And I don't have it going no more than 6 games at all, period. Because I know we can win on your floor. And we got a general at our floor on our floor that's leading this core, leading this 15. We 15 strong, regardless of all the bodies that's suited up. As far as the roster made, we 15 strong. And I love what Tom is doing, and the fan base, you already know how we get down. That's why Philly didn't want us back in their building. But guess what? We coming to Indiana too. We coming over there. Yeah, we coming over there, so get ready. Because we got fans in every state, every city, every country, everywhere. Some of the Brooklyn fans is coming back. Come on back. You're welcome, because ain't nobody in your building but the Liberty. I hope you got shit out their locker room, because they in there playing, right? Get ready for the season. But yeah, we ready for the Pacers. And I love that about our team. We are ready for the Pacers. We are ready for second round. We're ready to continue on being ourselves and continue on smashing the doubters, the naysayers, the haters, all that be going against the New York Knicks, because we fight hard every game. We play hard. We play real basketball. This team been playing playoff basketball during the regular season. That's why playoffs right now are that much easier. For real. And that's a bar by accident, too. Y'all know me, how I get down, yo.
Come on, man.
You know how I get down.
Coming out the pores, baby.
Yeah, coming out, man. But yeah, man, shout out to this team, man, providing and giving us everything that we love and appreciate about this team. You think that hand clap when we lost to Atlanta Hawks season was better than this one? No. And we undermanned. And we underbodied. You know what I'm saying? Bogdanovich, appreciate everything that you was doing before you got injured. Let me say that. Appreciate you, Julius, coming down there, being with the squad in that elimination game. Let me say that. The team is together. This is family, man.
Yeah.
From teammates to roommates. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Facts. Yeah. Oh,
teammates
speaking of that,
roommates. Yeah.
There's a couple things kind of funny, man. So all right, let me get I got my guy backstage, got another one of man, I don't have, you know what, next time I'm gonna have it ready, brother. I'm gonna have the People's Court theme or something. Dun, dun, dun. It's gonna be ready when you come up here. Shout out to my guy Sam Grandison in the building. Sam, I am. Yes, he is. What up, brother?
What's going on, guys? Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Kind of locked in. I got 2 more weeks left, guys, and I can finally enjoy my freedom. It's been
wait, 2 more weeks and that's it?
Oh no, I wish.
Oh,
May
okay,
2025.
Okay.
Yeah, May 2025 for that one. But yeah, 2 more weeks and this school year is over. It's been just a lot of work. So I've been in the chats, but I can't be as active as I like to with the weekly shows. But I've been hyped from afar. I'm not gonna lie though, I was kind of upset the Bucks lost, because I would have been able to go to a second round game. So that was the only reason I wanted them to win. But I think the Knicks, we have a really good trajectory here, and I'm liking the path too that we got. And with Porzingis being out, well, I know you're gonna get into that later, but with Porzingis being out, I'm kind of got my hands rubbing over here, looking like we might have a chance here to go to the finals, which is crazy to say, but Boston without size that's a vulnerable team. But salute to you guys and salute to the chat.
Appreciate you, Sam.
I am.
Always good to see you, brother. And listen, man, I like that, man. You got to do what you got to do. You're a young man on a great trajectory yourself. Keep focusing. We need you to be that lawyer that you're going to be. And plus, I mean, selfish on my side, I need you to be a lawyer and get them lawyer friends and get some of them Knicks tickets in New York. Yo, Ron, I got you. You know what I mean? Just saying.
That just goes along with what I be saying. As a Knick fan, a Knick brother, or a Knick sister. Everything that you might need in life is up under this orange and blue. If you listen to, some people when they do come on shows and on these content shows, or if they down there, in the room chatting along, you can find anything that you might need. Like they said, this man is right here. He's almost becoming a lawyer. We got everything it is up under this orange and blue regime, you know what I'm saying? And I advise everybody, if it's something that you can need or you can use, you know, see if you can find that amongst us instead of branching out somewhere else, you know, to go get what you might be looking for. You know, use the tools and everything that you have, you know, right here, you know, because we got a lot of people that do a lot of things. And when you don't see a lot of people that you normally see, that's because they got professional careers somewhere else, whether they already professionally made or they in professional to get ready to be made. So yeah, man, look out for everybody, you know, that's doing something up under this orange and blue, because somebody up in here can do something better for you than you running off going somewhere else and paying more for somebody else that might not do the job right.
Facts. That's 100%. I agree with that.
And it's just like Brunson, because if you think, and Jay Boogie, if you really think about it, I have only been, you know, in the spaces for probably like the past 3 years. Right. And just in that time, you guys have seen me from a you know, undergrad student, and now I'm about to be done with law school. So like, you know, anything is possible no matter where you come from. I'm not, you know, tooting my horn or anything like that. I'm just a regular guy just trying to, you know, chase my dream, just like Brunson, just like everybody in the chat, you know, just trying to be great out here. So anything is definitely possible, and time waits on no man. So you got to try to, you know, achieve the things that you want to in life so that you can look back and have no regrets. That's all I can say about it.
Yeah,
3 years, 3 years, brother. You know, 3 years, this right here won't, you know, and don't look at me like that, Ron, because you got the same thing. It's just great right here, you know what I'm saying? But guess what, man? I love getting older, man. I love getting older because I see people doing things with lives, you know what I'm saying? So that helps me get through. So when they say, yo, OG, man, I feel great about it because I'm living through life, man. So yeah, man, the 3 years of me knowing you and rocking with you and seeing you going to school, man, that's a blessing to me. That's a blessing to me because that means you're not just about, you know, just basketball. You know, you're about doing things in life, and I always share. If you got people's phone numbers and you talk to them, and when you get on that phone and you talk to them about something real life, don't be talking about no basketball. That's what we got these great content creators for. We can get up on these podcasts and talk that. But to hear somebody doing something in their life can inspire you, or you can say something that can continue to inspire them to keep pushing them forward. You know what I mean? So yeah, them 3 years that I've been rocking with you, my brother, and seeing your commitments, you know what I'm saying, to yourself and your family and your future, man, that makes Boogie feel that much even better, man, as me meeting and knowing you, my brother. So keep prospering on, and everybody prosper on. Don't let nothing stop you from pursuing your dreams. Always know you're your own roadblock in life. I ain't mean to go off, you know, but y'all know how.
No, man.
If it ain't
listen, go off either, but you know, I had to, you know, at least say that.
No,
right
that's what it's. Listen, the one thing you guys know, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to talk about Knicks, but I'm here to also talk and chop it up with my peoples, my friends. I mean, this Knicks community has turned into one of those where I've met a lot of good people that I can rock with on a business level that we can have, but I've also met a lot of friends. You know what I mean? A lot of good people that we talk offline out of this Knicks square. We talk about real life stuff. So if you want to bring real life to the pod, it is what it is. I'm here. Let me say this real quick. I see we got another gentleman backstage. My guy Just Knicks in the building. Salute, brother. Hold on, I'm gonna get you up here 2 seconds. Let me just say this because I think, you know what I mean, we are very literal people, man. Knicks fans and Philly fans probably is similar too, but I saw some stuff on Twitter yesterday. I kind of chuckled at it. So if you guys know the Roommates show, the Roommates podcast with Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart, but you know, there's a person that helps put it together for them. And it probably might have been his idea. They might be supporting him, or maybe it was Josh Hart's idea. I don't know. I feel like it was Josh Hart's, and everybody else jumped, you know, to support him. Matt Hillman is the guy who sits in the chair on the show as well, right? So Matt Hillman put on Twitter, he was like, who would want to come to a watch party for Game 3 with the one and only Matt Hillman? And I think people took it the wrong way. Maybe there's some people that don't know about the Roommates podcast. Other people are like, who is this guy talking like that? Who is he? So I think they took it. They don't get the sense of humor and how these guys talk. So Twitter went crazy yesterday about this. I was like, yo, I don't know. And it was like, nah, you know. So I just thought I found it kind of crazy that it just got so wild, and people like, who is this dude? Who does he think he is, and stuff like that. And I think he was just being funny. The point is, he was trying to do a watch party. The point is, it's the roommates show. It's the guy Matt Hillman, obviously, and they were like, "Yo, where's Jalen and where's Dante and like, hello, they'll be playing the damn game. It's a watch party to watch them because they'll be in Indiana." I'm like, it just people are nuts, man. I don't know. Whatever. All right, I just had to say that. I thought that was kind of funny, but yeah, I mean, but if anybody's interested, there might be some type of watch party in Tribeca. I'm not promoting. I don't know Matt Hillman. He don't know me from a hole in the wall. I'm just letting y'all know that's on Twitter. There might be some type of watch party for Game 3 and Tribeca, hosted by Matt Hillman of the Roommate Show. And he's obviously, he went to school with these guys at Villanova as well, or something like that. So whatever. I don't know. There you go. So let me get my guys up here. I also see my other guy up here, bro. We full house in it today, boy. Let me bring up Just Knicks. What up, brother? Appreciate you. Good to see you. First time on the show in the panel.
Yes, sir. I'm a long-time listener.
I know.
I'm a big fan of both of you guys. Jay Boogie, your music, man. Like every time they playing this song, yo, I cut hair in Atlanta, and every time I'm listening to a podcast and someone's playing your music, I'm like, yo, it's beautiful, man, to see like we have creativity as a fan base, from artists to rappers. You guys content, both of you guys, like I'm a fan, and you guys inspire me to want to start my own channel and just watch you guys. Like it's crazy, man.
That's dope, man. Well, we're glad to have you. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, my brother. And as soon as you do start that show, I'll be right over there.
We support.
Right over there.
We support. Appreciate it.
Let me bring up well, hold on one second. Let me just say what's up to, because I don't want to get too caught up. I will forget to let me shout out my guy for the love of the game. I believe this is Hard Will, but it could be Worldwide L. Either way, what up, brother? Appreciate you. Y'all know the For the Love of the Game on YouTube, man. The number 4 OUR, love of the game. Show them some love. As always, good to see you, brother. And if it is Hardwell, once again, man, it's good to see you, bro. And shout out to your nephew, Steven Castle, doing big things. Gonna be in the NBA draft. Hope he gets drafted somewhere nice. It'd be great if the Knicks use one of them picks. Like, but nah, Castle's too high for the Knicks picks. But you know what I'm saying? It'd be nice.
Top five. Yeah.
I'm not saying you got to throw him my way for Still Knick Fans interview, but if you want to, I'm just saying, I show him love, man. Anyway, shout out to him, my brother. He's doing great things, and I wish him nothing but the best, bro. And I wish you the best too, because listen, not for nothing, I still don't know. I think this is Hardwill. It could be Worldwide L, but the sentiments stay the same. If y'all know Hardwill could get buckets, right? But in real life, some people just don't get the opportunities. They don't get to that next level. They don't have a chance to make it. This is also a beautiful thing for Hardwill to have a family member that's having this opportunity to go do those type of things, and Hardwill can be there to support his young nephew. So, definitely happy for you, bro. Shout out to JC in the building.
Hey, real quick, while you talking about Hardwill, I pray that I said it right. I think it's Naya. I'm just gonna say her last name, Miss James, that led NC State to the Final Four.
Yeah,
she's doing. She's
getting busy too. Yeah, she's getting busy too.
To my understanding, she's coming back for next year to redeem. You know what I'm saying? To let them know that we're going back to the Final Four. She's down here in Raleigh where I'm at. So shout out to her too. Great. He got a great tradition of basketball within his family. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Hardwill too.
Yeah. So that family, they talented, man. Everybody talented over there, bro. So shout out to I think I said what's up to D Coolers before, but if I didn't, I'm gonna say what's up to you now. Shout out to D Coolers. Appreciate you, my brother. True Equality in the building. Salute the Public Enemy #1, one of my day ones. Appreciate you, bro. Deron Wayne is in the building. Appreciate you, bro. A member of the channel. Okay, I think I shouted out everybody. If I missed y'all, it's not for lack of trying. It's just there's a lot of names. You know what I mean? Thank you to everybody. We got 122 watching right now. Shout out to y'all. Please smash that like button if you haven't already done so. It looks a little something like this. All right, let me get my guy Corey Lee in the building. Corey,
My guy.
what's up, brother?
My bad. I had to come out here and support us. I had to come out here and support us Silver Foxes. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't know what that is, you better Google it. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you saying that, Corey.
No Beijing at all, baby.
Don't need none. Anyway,
listen.
Hey,
I'm gonna let you finish, Corey. I just want to tell you something, Corey. I'm going back and forth right now with the missus, man. Even though I'm keeping it au naturel, she's kind of looking at me sideways, like, you know what I mean? maybe a little touch, a little
happy life, happy wife, happy wife, happy life. Break up that Beijing or that just for men.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Congratulations to you, Sam. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I appreciate that. To you and Boogie, I miss you, Boogie.
I appreciate watching, young brothers, young gifted brothers take advantage of all their opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And just just to say, I might have to put you on retainer, so just keep your heads up. Know me. And just Knicks, where you at out here in Atlanta?
I'm in Norcross, man.
Bro, you like right a hop, skip, and a jump for me, man. I'm on the way on the east side. I'm on the east side.
I already know.
Hey, y'all know I'm from Atlanta too. I'm from the east side. Well, my folks is out in downtown Decatur area, but I'm from the east side. I went to Southwest DeKalb.
Yeah. I went to Norcross High School, man. We won 2 championships, football and basketball.
Okay.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. We're gonna link up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pass my information on. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as you get your podcast up, matter of fact, you could always come over here every Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. and chop it up with me and the Bullet.
Y'all already know 718 boys. Y'all already know.
The door's always open. The door's always open over here. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But yeah, I'm excited, Ron. I'm sorry, I didn't really come take over.
No, you're good, brother. Listen. This show, of course, I always have some stuff to talk about, but this show, we just got past another. It's always a milestone. Nothing's given. You know what I mean? We just got past the first round against a tough Philadelphia team, even though they people kind of thinking they fugazi. Nah. Remember, they only was out there with the play-in flow because of the fact that they were injured throughout the season. They struggled. If they would have been healthy, there would be no fighting for play-in stuff. They would have been at least a 5th or 4th seed, maybe even 3rd seed, because Philadelphia's always been good. So yeah, man, this was a tough series. We deserve a little congratulations, a little celebration action. Get yours off. I'm cool.
Exactly, Knicks fans. Knicks fans enjoy it. And also too, Ron, you no longer just regular Ron, you Rev Ron. You know what I'm saying? Because you get up there preaching, you know what I'm saying, to the choir, and you saying it loud enough for the people in the back who can hear, you know what I'm saying, who like, huh? Yeah. Listen to what the man's saying, bro. It is what it is, yo.
Hey, man.
I'm so happy about this team. I'm so happy about this team. And listen, I'm not overlooking it in Indiana, but I think we have a pretty favorable matchup that works for us. I've been saying this since I knew we were gonna match up with them, and I'm kind of stealing this, but not really stealing this from my man Shot Powers, because he's always saying this, and this is where it stands out the most. Control the pace, play good defense, and if we dominate the boards, the game should be in our favor. Every game.
I like that. Yeah, not for nothing. That I agree with that, Corey. Shout out to Keith Watkins, who's also in ATL. He says, I'm in Conyers. Listen, not for nothing. I know it seems a little crazy. It don't take that much. And mind you, I'm saying that and I don't do it. But y'all know the reason why I don't do it is because I try my best. If y'all don't know me, some of y'all may be new. I know we on X now, so some people on X is getting used to still Knicks fans. My wife is dealing with some health issues. She's got long COVID. And so because of that, I can't be going out too much and exposing her to bringing back some other stuff that's going to make her sick or sicker. So I do go out here and there. I did go to a watch party last week for MBK. I try to keep my distance. I try to enjoy and have fun, but I'm like off in the cut. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard. And I also want to go to too many of these things and being exposing because that's how it all started to begin with, right? But it ain't that much to do a watch party, and you don't have to do a whole crazy thing. You could just say, talk to a place, a local establishment, like, look, you know what? We got a lot of fans that love this team. We know you're going to show the game. We want to bring the fans here and make it like a watch party that'll bring business to you guys, but we want to support and we want to promote. And that's it. Y'all don't got to worry about, I mean, people got their own money. They're going to buy their own drinks. They're going to get their own food, stuff like that. Y'all just facilitating by promoting it and putting it on your sites and stuff like that. So I'm just throwing it out there. If y'all in ATL and think about doing something, y'all could get together and do something like that. It's not that too crazy. It's not too crazy. So just putting that out there. So that being said, I also wanted to say shout out to Walter White. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. I see you, my brother. Always good to see you, man. I also wanted to say thank you to Stream Elements for keeping me right once again. Thanks for subscribing, DJ Queen Supreme. Thank you. Appreciate you. Let's keep those subscriptions going. Appreciate everybody showing love and supporting the show. Now, back to the regularly scheduled programming. I guess I'll start with Sam because he came in first, and then I go to Just Knicks and back to Corey. What's your thoughts on just getting out of this series with Philadelphia? How do you feel? How was your reaction, your moments in Game 6? How'd that make you feel, brother? Sam, how you doing, man?
So for me, it was kind of crazy because I was actually in the midst, like I just had it in the background because I was actually preparing for an exam that night. So I just had the game on in the background, like I was hyped. I want to say the first quarter though, I'm thinking, we got it in the bag, but cardiac Knicks faction, we got to make it a dog fight that it doesn't really need to be. So I ended up having to get more invested in it. But overall, I'm happy that, guys like Dante are finally starting to show up. We're getting performances out of him that we really needed to see. You expect Hartenstein to have issues with Embiid. I mean, a lot of guys are going to have issues with Embiid, so I'm not really too down on that. I think that this next series will be a little bit more favorable to him. Deuce had a rough game, but I mean, he was due to have at least one rough game. He was on a pretty hot streak as well. So I look to see him bounce back in the next series, guarding some of those smaller guards that they have. But I mean, Brunson's going to be Brunson. You like to see the things that you saw with Mitch bodying up Embiid. I thought that was pretty nice. Josh Hart knocking down the three was a big change in some of these games. If he can do that next series, I think that's a pretty good weapon for us to have. I'm interested to see, though, how Tibbs goes about this rotation in the next series, considering it's a different makeup of a team. So I would like to see, personally, some Precious minutes. I know I'm a little biased because I am a Memphis fan, but I feel like Precious could deserve, if we're going to go into that small ball lineup, Precious at the small ball 5, OG at the small 4. I saw last series against Philly, he would do like Precious at the 5, which is fair, it works. But I think to get a little bit more length, considering the Pacers are a long team, I think that we could have some use at Precious at the small ball 5 in spurts. So I like to see how that goes. But overall, I'm happy with the performance. I will say, though, and I'm going to keep it short here, I did not, though, like how we were leaving the corner open, like those last few couple games. I think that if we do that against the Pacers, that's not going to be good for us because they have more shooters on that team, and it won't be Nick Batum and Kelly Oubre in the corner. It'll be somebody who can actually shoot the ball. So I hope that was just an adjustment for like doubling Embiid and that's not our actual defense every game. Because if we leave those corners open against Indiana, it could be some problems. Since they do have a lights out offense, their defense not so much, but they can put up points really quickly. So I'm interested to see how this series goes. And if the series goes a little bit longer, I might make a couple games. Indy's about like a 3-hour drive from where I'm at. So if they got a home game in Indy, I might show up to one. I'll probably be one of the many Knicks fans that pull up to that game.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I hope they you get an opportunity to do that. That'd be dope for you to be in the building supporting the Knicks once again, man. Shout out to my guy Thomas TG Garrett. This is a day one friend of mine watching on Facebook. Appreciate you, my brother. He said, watching now, Ron, with my big bro E. Salute to you, my brother. That's one of my day one close friends. They live out there in the Carolinas as well. And appreciate you guys, bro. And what you were saying, I do think that, Sam, that is a byproduct of what Philadelphia was doing. I honestly, look, until it happens, the only say I would do a high double, like when someone's bringing the ball up the court to get the ball out of their hands. But other than that, I don't think I could be wrong. I don't think there's anybody on this Indiana Pacers team that the Knicks should be doubling. I don't even care if Halliburton got it going. Try to get the ball out of his hands when he's bringing the ball up the court. You can double him there, and that's it. No doubles. Play everybody straight up, because none of these guys, we should be letting them play off of us doubling to get open shots. There's no Embiid and there's no Maxey on this team, so I'm good with that. Shout out to Just Knicks, my brother. What's your thoughts? How do you feel about the Philly series and how things played out, and how were you feeling watching Game 6?
Honestly, it was a good game. I told that I thought we was gonna win in 5, but we ended up winning in 6. I knew we were gonna beat them because, like I said, we were resilient throughout the entire series. Even when the score was back and forth, it's like the Knicks kept fighting. And sometimes, like for me, when I'm watching the game, I'm not just looking at what's on the floor. I'm looking at the benches. I'm seeing, like, when we make shots, I'm looking at their players. I'm looking at everything, and I'm real detailed on what I pay attention to. But just seeing the Philly bench, they weren't really. They knew we got them, and honestly, just a few parts. The key, I think it was Game 2, where they supposedly said that we fouled Maxey and DiVincenzo ended up hitting the game, winning 3 to seal it. Like, my whole thing about watching this entire series is, I always wanted that, like, I wanted to see moments like that. When I hear people older than me, because I'm only 28, but when I hear people older than me, like, tell the stories about how, there was moments where Larry Johnson 4-point play, stuff like that. Like, I wanted to experience that. And I got 4 kids, like, they're young. And I sat them down and we watched that entire game. And I was just like, these are moments that I want to remember. Like, you know what I'm saying? My daughter, she's 3 years old. My son, 5. My oldest is 9. And I sat them down because it's like, they get to see history, even though they might not understand. That's all I really cared about is for the Knicks to give us these moments that we could look back 10 years from now and say, yo, you remember when DiVincenzo hit the game-winning 3? Like, da-da-da-da-da? Like, that's what I want as a fan. And just seeing how that game was, I love this team. They was resilient. My main thing with Indiana, I'm not going to come in too cocky. I do feel like we could finish them in 5 if we have contributions from our bench. I know TJ McConnell, he's a pest. He's a nasty guy. But honestly, I feel like we can handle them. We're gonna out-rebound them. We have to out-rebound them. Let me not say we are, because I think they're like 28th in the league in rebounds, and we are a good rebounding team. We get second chance points. We're gonna close these boys up in 5 games. I'm not even playing. I'm looking at the conference finals because I'm just seeing how our team is constructed. We had a tough 7 seed that really wasn't a 7 seed. You know what I'm saying? The Brunson alone, I don't think Indiana really has someone like a Oubre or Batum that can really frustrate Brunson. We're gonna see at least 3 to 4 40-point games for Brunson. At least, guarantee you. There's nobody in Indiana that can stop this man. That's just my opinion personally. I'm a huge Brunson fan. Huge. But honestly, I feel like we're going to finish him in 5, and that's it. I'm looking for the conference finals.
I like it. Man, from your lips to the basketball god's ears, brother. I like it. And let me tell you something. I hear exactly what you're saying. And don't get me wrong. Do I think Brunson's going to cook? Yeah. And could he do that? I'll be honest, bro. I mean, it sounds like when you kind of look at it, I wouldn't be surprised if Brunson doesn't get a lot of 40-point games against Indiana. And not because he can't. I don't want to say that, but I do. I kind of feel like the Knicks are going to be cooking against Indiana. So he's not going to have a chance to get the 40-point game because everybody's going to be cooking. Okay. Like the ball's going to be moving. So he'll get his, but like Dante's going to get back to getting off. You know what I mean? Okay. Deuce is going to have his moments. OG's going to be cooking. So the thing is, a lot of stuff that's been happening is because Brunson has had to do it. Like Philadelphia was playing the Knicks. You know, shout out to them. They were playing the Knicks well as far as defensively. They were making it a little more difficult. Like if you look at the series itself with regards to just Dante wasn't being as aggressive as he could have been, right? But also it's because Philadelphia was trying their best to not give him too much space, to make him comfortable to take his shots. Now in game 6, they were still trying to do the same thing, but he was just being uber aggressive, and he was pulling, and it was going in, and he got that confidence level back. But they were doing a good job of trying to stop that. Indiana may not play Dante the same way, and Dante may go. You may see Dante get 6, 7, 8 threes. You know what I mean? So Brunson just may not have the opportunity to drop 40 because other guys is cooking. But I definitely hear what you're saying.
Okay, so
I definitely hear what you're saying.
So just real quick, so you basically feel like because Indiana's not as good as a defensive team as Philly, that Brunson is going to be able to get more people engaged in the offense versus
100%. Yeah.
Okay, I understand that. I like that.
I just think it's not that he won't be able to do it. It's just that he won't need to do it because other guys is cooking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, real quick for you, because I know you get ready to go to Mr. CL before, you know what I'm saying? That comes before the S and the 550, you know what I'm saying, Corey Lee. But I just wanted to say, while you talking about cooking, I wanted to say to the young fella, you know what I'm saying, you know, you're cooking in your own gymnasium. And when I say gymnasium, I'm talking about your home, because I listen and pay attention to details. And you say you listen to my music. A lot of things I listen and hear other people say, and I slick line them into a bar. But this won't be nothing. This won't be nothing I would do, because that's more precious than me trying to make a bar. When you say you're 28 years old and you at home with 4 kids and they sit down watching the game with you, and my lifespan of life, you know what I'm saying, I have seen a lot of kids, you know, without their dads like that. And this day and time, for you to be 28, you sitting down with your kids, trust and believe. Your kids, because you know how kids like to play and have fun. Your kids are going to be outside one day and they're going to be celebrating you in something when they be like, yo, my dad did it, blah, 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 blah. You know, kids love to say that, my dad, my dad. But I've been in a lot of times in life whereas I myself have not been able to say my dad, my dad. And I just wanted to just, you know, salute you and honor and glory, my brother, for you to be 28 years old and you're prospering and you got 4 kids at home and you fathering them, yo. Blessings and flowers to you, my brother. That's what I call cooking inside a home gymnasium, my guy.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
No doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's dope. I agree. And Dwayne Dennis, like, appreciate you, call. He's talking about you, Just Knicks, remembering those that came before. Respect.
Yes,
shout
sir.
out to you, bro.
Yes,
Shout out to Nice in the building. He said, "Don't look too far ahead. It's disrespectful and to fuel the team like Indiana to prove us wrong. Let's take it one game at a time." Basically, I mean, it is what it is, man. You know, we got people gonna feel like looking at the series, looking at the matchups. This is what we think is gonna happen. But that's it. I think most Knicks fans listen. I mean, I would say most Knicks fans, because there's some Knicks fans out there that we've seen in the streets. They wild. Don't overlook. So I know some people may be like, hey, let's play it out. I will not say anything about no sweep or nothing, because anything can happen.
Right.
But if the Knicks go out and they look like they handled them in game 1 and game 2, people gonna come back with the sweep stuff. It's gonna happen. You know, so let's just see how it plays out. Right. Let's get over to Corey. Corey, your thoughts, brother? Because I know you were you was watching it all. You watched this series. This was a tough one. It was a battle. Even though the Knicks are the better team, I still say that from the beginning. We saw what happened in the regular season. It went into the playoffs, but Philadelphia did come to play. It still was tough, man. So what's your thoughts on it, and how did you feel about that game 6, bro?
Well, first of all, I want to say congratulations to the Philadelphia 76ers, because they did play tough. Shout out to Embiid for coming out there and trying to be a warrior and trying to fight through some things. You know what I'm saying? I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? He could have packed it up, and you know what I'm saying, with the Turks and Caicos early, but he didn't. He stood out there and he tried to fight. I can do nothing but respect that. But with that said, and shout out to the rest of their team for even putting up a fight. But I'm telling you right now, those games were too close. And at the end of it all, it showed, those 2 losses showed us what playing with your food can cost you. You understand what I'm saying? Let's stop playing with the food. You know what I'm saying, with our food. And let's clean our plate, get on to the next one. You know what I'm saying? Clean your plate and keep it pushing. Outside of that, I'm not really worried. Like I said earlier, we control the pace, control the boards, play good defense, you know what I'm saying, and knock down our open shots, we should be okay. We should be okay. I'm not saying we're gonna have blowouts or anything like that, but I do think that it's possible. It's possible that we can sweep this team. I said it because I feel like it was possible we could have swept Philly. Now, can I be wrong? Of course I can. I don't mind being wrong. And I tell you the first one, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? But do I believe that? Yes, I do, because that's just the way I'm built. You understand what I'm saying? I've been a Knicks fan too long. I don't watch this team come a long way from many different directions, different regimes, front offices, GMs, head coaches, star players, non-star players, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a gambit of it all. So with that said, I'm very positive in what we got. You younger Knicks fans, you gotta believe sometimes. You just gotta believe. You understand what I'm saying? I understand you only believe what you see, but also too, you gotta believe in your heart. It's called faith. You understand what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Yeah, agreed. And I like what Just Knicks was saying. Appreciate you, Corey. With regards to like not being able to, see a lot of those special moments, and just hoping for that type of stuff that that his kids can see and that he can appreciate going forward. And I think a lot of younger Knicks fans are looking for that because they haven't had it either. They might have heard about it. They might have seen video. Oh yeah, the Knicks used to get busy. There's nothing like the feeling of. I'm a Met fan too, so I don't see it all that often. I know Yankee fans get to see that stuff, but as Knicks fans, like knowing that when your team goes out there, every single game, you know that they can win that game. Don't matter who they playing. In the 90s, that's how we felt. Every single game. Even when Jordan was out there playing against us, we knew that, yeah, okay, he gonna get busy, but we still could beat him. It's just that it just didn't happen. But you knew that the Knicks felt like they could beat them. It was always that way. So, I mean, that's a feeling we just haven't had. And I hope that this Knicks team starts to be that way. I hope everything that we do this season, no matter what it is, we could win the championship or we can not. We could get to the finals. Who knows? But next year, you can build up that consistency that this team is here to stay. And now every year we're a playoff team, and they know that the Knicks are going to be there. I mean, what are you going to do? That's what I want to hear. There's too many of all this mainstream media. They're always talking crap like, oh, yeah, the Knicks. I don't know if they can handle with Indiana. I don't know if they can get past the. They're all wrong. They're all getting the comeuppance because they're always talking trash about the Knicks. And then they got to look like they're wearing egg on their face later when the Knicks showed them something. Oh, Brunson's not a big enough player to be able to do that. All Brunson's doing is cooking all these dudes, all your favorite players, your mom's favorite player, your dad's favorite player, your favorite player. He's cooking them all. Come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? So,
hey, Ron.
Yeah.
Real quick. Remember that that little what was that claymation, like the Rudolph red-nosed reindeer type stuff?
Yeah,
when,
of course.
When they had the land of the forgotten toys, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Everybody sees all these nice little pretty young players and how they blossoming and showing up in these other new places. But we're the land of the forgotten toys. Or the weird toys like the train with the square wheels and stuff like that don't roll right. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The Jack in the Box is called Joe in the Box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's little things like that. But we make things happen. We're not the prettiest thing out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I told my son the other day, and this is a quick example. I said, yeah, you got a dope car. You got a Camaro. Nice car. And I said, but you know what though? That car ain't no better than the Honda that's sitting next to it. Because you know what? At the end of the day, it's a tool. You know what I'm saying? It's taking you from here and back. You understand what I'm saying? Which means that these basketball players are just basketball players. Until they match up against each other, you can't say that the Knicks are going to do this. The regular season was the regular season. We did not face Indiana full strength at all. Not once this year. You understand what I'm saying? So I could care less. I want them to see what we look like, what we're playing with right now.
Yeah.
All right. And with that
I
said,
agree.
I gotta go because me and my brother gotta go take care of some business. But I'm gonna holler at y'all.
All right, brother. Good to see you.
All right.
You'll be on tomorrow, right? All right, man.
Possibly.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll check for you anyway.
All right, baby. Peace.
All right, brother.
Peace.
Yeah, shout out to NYC BBall 08. Speaking of Mets, where's my guy Mets? Yeah, Mets actually, he got a new job, so I believe he gets off around 2. So that's why you don't see him on the show as much anymore, because he got a new job and he's working right now. So that being said, let's get back to this Indiana thing. Yeah, man, I just want to say, man, I'm really excited about this team. I know that people are still kind of second guessing and not quite sure of what this Knicks team is. But I'm gonna tell you something. The same things you love to hate about this Knicks is the same things that may be the difference in the Knicks and why they're able to stay moving in the playoffs. So this team is built on defense. We got Brunson, great. We got some guys that can shoot the 3 now. Fantastic. This team is defense, bro. Tom Thibodeau. So the same things that you hate about the team, how we kind of move a certain way, and Tom Thibodeau's stuck in his ways. Those same ways is going to be the difference possibly going forward, because outside of all of these teams that are playing still in the playoffs, a lot of them are similar, right? Boston maybe has the best overall talent, maybe. Nah, I don't want to say that. Maybe in the East, but Minnesota is a beast in their own right. Okay, because they got defense and they got offense and some special players, right? So, but the point is, most of the teams are all offensive based. They got a little defense in their arsenal, but they don't play the same type of defense that the Knicks can or could do. So that might take the Knicks a long way. Even if somehow the Knicks are able to get through Indiana, say we play Boston, and somehow they get through Boston and get to the finals. People might say, oh, man, well, now the Knicks are done because now the West teams are juggernauts, whether it be Denver, Minnesota, or OKC. But guess what? Shout out to Knicks 100. He said styles make fights. We are a different team than what a lot of them have been facing when it comes to the defensive side of things. And if the Knicks make it to the finals, you know the type of level of confidence these guys are going to have, knowing that they made it all the way to the finals. You don't think they're going to go out there and feel themselves and start getting busy out here? No diddy, pause. But I'm saying, like, they're going to be ready to get busy. So just let's let it play out. We've seen a lot of things over the past few years. A couple years ago, we saw Atlanta get all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. Last year, we saw Miami, another Philadelphia type team that really shouldn't have been playing in the play-in, but they did. And look how far they made it. Anything can happen. And look, the other thing, too, is look at how people get knocked out of here. Giannis got knocked out, couldn't even play in the series. Lillard wound up getting hurt. Other guys are getting hurt. The Lakers are out of here. You know what I mean? Things are happening. You just don't know. So let's let it all play out and see where we go from there.
So not to cut you off, but let me ask you a question. So do you like the Knicks against any Western Conference team? Or do you feel like depend on the matchup, whether of us we can win or not?
I'll be honest. The only team, so like, if you're just paying attention to basketball and how we've matched up with them, OKC is a little worrisome because they play defense and they're fast, and they've got some stuff that's giving us problems, right? But I don't still
think they played us with OG. Not to cut you off.
Right. There you go. That's correct. They haven't really played us with OG, and I don't even know if we had Mitch the last time we played them, right? But I think the last time we played them, we won. The time before that, I think we lost, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, they don't scare me as much, even though I know what they've done to us. Denver, even though I know Denver is a really good team and they come to play when it matters, I still think in a 7-game series, anything can happen. Denver's probably a little better than us, but that doesn't mean we can't beat them if we play right and figure out a way to isolate them, because I kind of feel like you already know Jokic is a beast and he's going to be there. But Jamal Murray sometimes goes sleepy. Okay, so he ain't always showing up. So I don't know. It's 50-50 there. The team that worries me the most is Minnesota. Minnesota is a problem, guys, because they got the two bigs. They got one big that can stretch the floor. And I can't stand this dude, but Rudy Fraud Bear is a beast on defense, and he gets a lot of rebounds. He can make it difficult. And then you got to deal with Anthony Edwards. That's a tough one. All right, but other than that, I think the Knicks have a good shot to make some real nice noise. So let's see.
But,
no, Apollo, I ain't stopping that. I ain't stopping that. No, but I'm not saying Denver is the reigning champs. They're good enough to knock anybody out. I'm just saying I think the Knicks, if they come out with the A game and just figure out a way to kind of isolate Jokic, they might be able to beat them in a 7 game. I said they might. It's no guarantees. Let's not forget who Denver is. I'm just saying they might be able to beat them if they come out with a good plan. But I don't want to talk about all that. Right now, we got to worry about Indiana. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch.
Right.
Yeah. So, Jay Boogie, how do you feel about the matchup between Mr. Jalen Brunson and Mr. Tyrese Halliburton?
It's a good story if you want a story for the media. But for me personally, I think he's in a way and he's getting ready to get vamped. He's not even going to be checking him. He's not even going to be nowhere in the facility to be around this guy. A lot of, during the time, people were saying, during Olympic season, he should start over Brunson. Brunson shouldn't be starting and all that right there. Now it's an opportunity for you to see what you get ready to face. You got to be careful in life and things that you ask for because you don't know when they're going to reveal themselves. And Jaden has been a revealing nightmare for any opposing team. All the way, I don't care who it is we facing, what team we playing against. He's been a nightmare. And if he doesn't get you by game 1, game 2, he's going to figure you out sooner or later. When all them X's and O's is out of the window and it comes man on, heart to heart, then I think I can, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm better than you. Those type of situations, you're going to have to come down to that sooner or later, Tyler. You're going to Hubert, whatever your name is, you know what I'm saying? So I believe he's going to answer the bell against this guy. He's only good in like fast breaking to me. But that half court set, that's playoff basketball. I see in the playoff basketball, I trust Brunson. I trust Brunson more than anybody in the league right now. As far as, you know what I'm saying, his confidence and belief and faith in his game. So when we get on our end, it's either he going to blow it or he's going to get a bucket or he's going to get a free throw because he's not scared to make a mistake. He's not scared to miss a shot. Like, he's not scared to, make a wrong play at a right time where it should be winning time. And you saw that the other night. You saw it last year against Miami when he passed the ball late in the game. I think it was next to our last possession. You should have just shot it and we just live with the results. He reminded himself again, game 5, when he felt like his shot was going to get blocked, and you should have been driving to the basket on that dude. That's what you should have been doing. But he always come back and corrects himself. That's why I say we get better every quarter to quarter, and that leads us to be better for game to game. When you learn in the second quarter from the first, and third from the second, and the fourth from the third, that means you're ready to compete and ready to do what you gotta do. But I love Brunson over anybody right now. He's leading the league. He's leading the playoffs in scoring right now, point blank. And he's another person where I gotta make examples so I can have some more belief from the haters. And real quick, when my man was asking who I fear, I don't fear no team. I don't care what team it is, because I know our team is coming to fight. They're gonna be prepared. They're gonna be prepared to come fight. You're gonna have to fight. Before teams used to play the game just not to lose the game against us. Now you got to win and beat us. You know what I'm saying? You have to be on your A game. Whether we having a bad game or not, our bad games are still fights. And that's what you got to appreciate more than anything. But I love Jalen. I love Jalen Brunson all the way over this guy, Halliburton. You know, I don't think his game has been nowhere near what his game was before the All-Star break. I think his game dwindled since the All-Star break. And I think he was just lucky to take advantage of a wounded Milwaukee team. But now you got a bunch of red-nosed pits. You just left Milwaukee playing some brown-nosed pits. No, ain't nothing brown nose over here. We're full-blooded and ready to go. And, man, wait till Monday night. Wait till Monday night.
Just a quick question. I think, too, when we play the Pacers, we don't talk about it enough, but Deuce McBride, he hits a lot of timely threes. I gave him the name Produce McBride because he produces for us when we need him to. And a lot of times I got to give credit where it's due. He come in, even when he came in for those few minutes, he hit a key three-pointer that I think either tied us up or put us over. But Deuce, he's going to be important for us, especially for this series.
Man, I promise you. Somebody said that I produce. And I couldn't figure out who it was. And also I couldn't figure out the word that they were saying with Deuce. And I was writing a bar the other day, and I just said, well, I can't figure it out. So now I'm just gonna say that the Deuce is loose, you know what I'm saying, and fit it into the bar. But man, yeah, that was a slick line. Produce, man. That means he's cold. He's cold-blooded. You know what I'm saying? He's cold-blooded. Do you understand that? Produce, man. You gotta keep it froze, man. I ain't gonna add nothing else on it, but that's his line right there, man. I was trying to figure out who said that, couldn't figure out. And now today I'm up there with you, man. Yeah, that was the real thing. Because I was trying to say it the other day, but I was like, I don't like saying something that, you know what I'm saying, without saying who said it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't say it, you know, because we don't do that enough. You know, when somebody say something, you know, you go and say it somewhere else, but say that such and such person said that. You know what I'm saying?
Put it in the song, man. Put it in the song.
Hey, I already laid that track down. I can't go back and take it out. But I'm gonna keep it in mind, man.
Shout out to Raider Zach. Appreciate you, bro. He said, Hallie gonna shine. I promise you that Brunson might drop 40 points, but he basically saying, will he have 35 to 40 assists with 6 guys in double figures? That's what Hallie does. That's a no knock on Halliburton. Halliburton does do that. He's great at getting other guys involved. Here's the thing. Knicks play better defense than Milwaukee. So the point for the Knicks is to stop all these other guys from scoring, right? So that when Hallie's trying to dish the ball to these guys, they're not scoring. Yes, in this past series against Milwaukee, you had 6 guys in double figures. Pascal averaged 22, Miles Turner averaged 19, Tyrese had 16. Andrew Nembhard had 13, almost 14 points per game. Obi Toppin was averaging 12 points per game. And Aaron Nesmith was averaging 11 points per game. You think that the Knicks is going to play the same type of defense Milwaukee was playing? You don't think they're going to make it a little bit more difficult for those assists to get going? You got it, brother. So I'm just saying, I hear you, though. Tyrese is a magician out there. He's a wizard. What you got to do is, it may open him up. I don't know. Pause. You might have to let Tyrese beat you offensively, since he's the one who's been struggling. You know what I mean? Stop allowing him to get opportunities to get other guys going. Make him try to beat you, because he's the one who's been struggling. I don't know. They'll figure it out. I think, like I said, the best way for them to go against Indiana is play these dudes straight up. Don't double team, so that way you're leaving somebody open, and let the chips fall where they may, because we're a better defensive team. We got Mitch out there. We got OG out there. We got Precious out there, and we got Hartenstein out there. That's something they didn't have to deal with like that. They're going to have some issues. Now, I'm not saying they did have to deal with Portis and Brook Lopez, and those are good defensive players. But we just got Mo. We got Mo. Okay? That's all I'm saying. But I hear what you're saying, bro. I'm not taking them for granted. If I was taking them for granted, I'd say we're going out there and we're sweeping these dudes. I don't feel that. They're gonna get a game. I just hope they only get one, and we go from there. But shout out to you, brother. Shout out to G-Man 78 in the building. Salute, my brother. Appreciate you. What's good? Organics. He said, shout out to the Organic Fanatics show.
Those my
My guy
guys.
Ro in the building. Salute. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Jerry Fitz is in the building. Pacers can't defend. Knicks can. That might be the key to the series, bro. This is the playoffs. We'll see. That's the other thing, too. Let's not forget the point of the playoffs is to force teams to do what they're not comfortable doing and make these games half-court games, to stop transition, to stop that type of play. So we'll see what the Knicks can do. And if the Knicks do a good job of doing that, that is going to affect the Pacers. So that's the plan. Let's stop. Let's understand that the Pacers are a very good offensive team, one of the best in the league. But let's also understand that the Knicks are one of the best defensive teams. It's going to be a battle. Let's see which one wins out. Okay. Shout out to Joey DeLuca in the building. Appreciate you. He said NYK all day, baby. Let's go. All right. So, Sam. Let me see. Are you with us, Sam?
Oh yeah, I'm with you. I thought you was about to ask me something. That's why.
Oh yeah, I was. I just wanted to make sure you was there.
Yeah.
And shout out to my guy Big Lou. What up, Big Lou? Appreciate you, bro. He said good day, Ron J. Boogie Knicks family, orange and blue skies on this Saturday. Appreciate you, brother. What do you think about the matchup between Halliburton and Brunson? Now, this is going to be a good one because, at one point, as I talked about earlier, people was like, oh, Halliburton's better than Brunson. Halliburton's the best point guard in the league. A lot of stuff happening. Quickly things change when we get going in the end of the season in the playoffs. Now it's starting to switch. What's your thoughts on this matchup, bro?
Yeah, so I'm kind of, I'm with most of what everybody else has been saying. I respect Halliburton as a player, but him and Brunson are just two different types of guys. It's when it comes to just their NBA makeup. So Brunson's more so looking to score, like we all know. Halliburton's looking to get these guys involved. But I think that the way the Knicks can switch on defense, I don't really see him going off like that on us. I think it'll be hard for them to contain Brunson. I figure the Pacers likely they were going to probably start off with somebody like Neesmith on him or Pascal. And if that doesn't work, they'll probably try to do somebody like Nembhard. But even still, like we've seen better defenders on Brunson last playoff series than what we're going to see this one. So I'm not too concerned about that. My issue when it comes to Halliburton is how effective he is with the pick and roll. And I really would like for the Knicks to not let him get hot because as we already noted, he's been struggling. But that's not a guy that you want to see just starting to light it up because he can shoot the ball if he does get open. But I think that the Knicks play a good enough team defense to where we shouldn't be worried about that. And yeah, somebody did just say Dante. So yeah, I mean, it's different guys we could throw on. And I was personally thinking that they would do Dante as well, but I could see it being a mix of Dante, Josh Hart, Deuce coming off the bench to guard him. I think they'll more than likely put OG on Pascal, considering their time together in the Raptors, and he's our best perimeter defender. So I'm not. If we can contain Pascal, that's more so who I'm concerned about than Tyrese Halliburton. I feel like he's just the guy who's going to get these other role players that they've got, like you said, Ron, that are now all of a sudden averaging double digits that we haven't really seen all season. If we can make sure that that's nullified, I think that the Knicks will be fine. I don't see anybody stopping Brunson on that Pacers team.
Yeah. I agree with that. And as I'm saying, like I'm not downplaying what Indiana can do offensively because they're special. And Halliburton is special. He's struggling because he's in some type of funk, and it may be due to the injury, and he just can't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know too much about Halliburton physically and what he's dealing with, but I do know he hasn't been the same player. But what I will say is, I think it is a welcome change for the New York Knicks players, especially the Josh Harts, the Dante DiVincenzo's of the world, to have to go up against Indiana and whoever they're throwing out, as opposed to running around the court trying to keep up with Tyrese Maxey. I think this is a big difference for them defensively. I think you're going to see them be able to get a little bit more active. If you notice when the Knicks are playing good defense, guys are getting active. OG's getting aggressive in the passing lanes. He's poking. Dante's getting aggressive in the passing lanes. He's trying to generate steals. They couldn't really do that with the 76ers as much. They did it here and there, but especially when these guys are guarding Maxey, Maxey's just running around them. Like, if anything, they're just trying to stay in front of him or cut him off so that help can come. They don't have to worry about that really so much with anybody on the Pacers. They just don't have that level of that speed that he has to get around edges. So I think this is going to allow the Knicks to be able to take some more chances defensively, open up some things to get some transition points and to create some instant offense for the Knicks. So we'll see going forward, man. But I like this matchup a lot better with regards to that. I know some people, I don't know why some people think as far as like defensively, I don't think there's anything Indiana can do that makes this a tougher matchup than Philadelphia. Philadelphia plays the Knicks really well defensively. I'm gonna keep saying that because I think people downplay it, but they do. Probably one of the best teams that play them defense. You know, sometimes you get that matchup that doesn't look good. This is one of those that it's a little iffy. Just like Orlando sometimes gives us problem with their size and their defense. This is that same type of thing. But anyway, let me get over to
double down. Just to double down on that too, Unc, because I forgot to say this. I agree with you on that last point because I was gonna mention that Philly is probably the most physical defensive team. Like if we're talking just in totality, that the Knicks are gonna have to face before they play a team like Boston. So I don't see them really, having too much of an issue with Indiana unless Indiana gets on a run. That's where I feel like there could be issues is because they're a team that can go on multiple runs within the game. And we see the Knicks going to stretches like that last game against Philly where we're not scoring for like 5 minutes. And a team like Indiana can get off 20 points in 5 minutes. So that's another thing that I would like to say is, just the physicality that the Philadelphia 76ers have. I don't think that Indiana has that mentality.
Right. I hear you. I'm with you on that. I'm going to get over to just Knicks, but one thing I wanted to say, you know what I actually do worry about in this series? I worry that because Indiana is a different change of pace team and doesn't affect the Knicks physically with their defense the way Philadelphia did, I just worry that the Knicks are kind of lose their way a little bit and start letting it fly. Because I think they're going to have opportunities to get up shots and get some points, but I think they may get a little too three happy and forget that they got to get points inside and score and make solid baskets and don't rely on the 3-point shot because that could lose a game for them. They could get a little too happy shooting the three because it's there for them now. That worries me. So we'll see. Just Knicks, my brother, what's your thoughts, man, on Halliburton versus Brunson and whatever else you want to say with regards to that?
I'm gonna just keep it short, man. I see Brunson. He just see food in front of him. You know that. When Shannon Sharp got that episode where he's got the plate of food. He's talking about I got the yams, I got the mac and cheese, I got this. That's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a masterclass. And I personally, I don't think there's anybody on this team that can hold Brunson. He's a better point guard in my opinion than Halliburton. Halliburton just kind of just facilitates and he could get everyone engaged and whatnot. But at the end of it, if the game is on the line, you have to kind of rely on your scoring. And if you don't have the ability to score on an elite level consistently, clutch moments, I don't really see that really happening in Indiana. Other than, like I said, they'll probably just try to have us run. But I feel like then again too, that could be detrimental to them because if they're missing shots, they're eventually gonna have to slow down and play defense. And it could get real physical real quick. And again, my boy Deuce McBride, he got to come off the bench and continuously hit those shots. Produce. All you got to do, produce. That's it.
Yeah.
This is not Lopez setting screens, playing outside, waiting to pop and shoot a tray. You talking about Hartenstein and you talking about Mitch, when they set their screen, they crash. The one thing I do know about our squad, they know the shots that each and every one another takes, and they also know the angles that them shots come off of. You shoot a corner tray, and it comes off, it's going towards the corner right. If you shoot the top of the key tray, and it doesn't go in, 9 times out of 10, it's going to back iron and pop back out towards that way. And reason why I'm bringing up this, because that's where we get a lot of our offensive rebounds. It's not like we're going to shoot a shot and nobody's going to crash. Milwaukee didn't have crashes. When, what's his name? Popeye, when Bobby Portis was shooting them trays, nobody's crashing. When Lopez shot them trays, Nobody crashes. We don't have big men, and our big men don't shoot those trades. Only big man that we do have a trade that shoots trades, and he is a big man because he showed you I can play the 5 too. It's OG, but even when he shoot, he knows where the ball's coming off of. So that I'm only saying that because that's going to eliminate a lot of their fast breaking. If they I'm just going to just throw it. If they average 12 points on game on fast breaks, you can look for that to narrow down to like 7 points. That's going to narrow down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With us, we're not a fast break team neither, but we will run. And long as we're running on Turner's really not a protect the rim guy often their missed shots. You know what I'm saying? So we can push the rock on them too and give them a little bit of their own situation. But I don't think they can score like we can score in that half-court game, that half-court set on multiple times. Get buckets or a free throw multiple times in the most crucialist times of the game, which is the fourth quarter. They caught Milwaukee lagging on the third and sometimes fourth pass because them guys just don't know how to switch and recover. We got guys that know how to switch and can recover. But the thing about these, and I think Ron brought it to the table earlier, is that they don't have nobody that we have to double team at all. Period. You know what I'm saying? If you beat Pascal, if you beat OG, then you just beat him. You know what I'm saying? But we know you're not going to beat him each and every time you get the rock. We do know that for a fact. And I think Pascal knows that too. So, it's of course us as Knicks fans that we're going to say, what we want and how we feel the game is going to go by. But we really feel like we're going to beat Miami. Every Knicks fan, is diehard knowing that we're going to beat Miami. And we're not going to lose. I mean, we're going to beat Indiana and not lose to Indiana. But the thing is, can you beat the Knicks in a series? Can you beat the Knicks and win on our gym floor to close it out if you have to? I know I'm confident in us going to Indiana because we just went to Philly, and Philly is a worse fan. Philly is a worse fan base playing inside arena than Indiana. Indiana just don't care. They just don't care. They get mad when their players don't show up. You ask Reggie Miller when he thought about, I'm ready to go sign. They burned his whole crib down. They burned it. They ain't playing with you. But as far as being inside that building, man, we don't fear nothing in it, man. I love the matchup we got against the Pacers, and this is what the Knicks fought for. When people say, "No, lay down, don't go get that go get that 2 seed, go get that." Especially Milwaukee lose, go get that 2 seed because now it's showed up in a favorable matchup for us that can lead to the finals. I ain't talking about the Eastern Conference. Y'all can talk about that. It can lead us to the finals, man. Because Cleveland can give Boston some problems, some issues. They can do that. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to beat Cleveland. We know what you are, Boston. But hey, be careful. Be easy now. The Knicks, man.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
Knicks.
about, J Boogie. That's what I'm saying. Like, and shout out to Raider Zach. He's making some good points. I guess Raider Zach, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't sure what you were, but I think you were an Indiana fan, which is nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Appreciate you. I think I see what you're saying, and I think you being very, very favorable in what you're saying. You're making your points about Indiana, and you're also giving big ups to what the Knicks can do. So I appreciate you, bro. You're always welcome to be in our chat.
And he's supposed to feel like that for his squad.
Correct.
And it probably be even more better because he got the door open for you too. The door is open for you. We can all agree to disagree and have fun with it because we're big time fans of the squads that we like and appreciate. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes sports be sports. You know what I'm saying? You can fan your squad, we can fan our squad, but we also can come together and have fun with it. You know what I mean? What you might like I might not like. But what you might like, I gotta respect what you're saying because that's your fanning. And it's vice versa. But his doors is always open for y'all guys that want to just come up here instead of being down there viewing. You can always come up, and we welcome. We rocks with you, you know. Whether we win or y'all win, it don't make a difference. It's about people, man.
Facts. You could always come up here. And I was bringing this up. I wanted to say something about it, but I was also bringing this up too because shout out to those Philly fans that was in the chat last Saturday that was talking a lot of stuff. And I said, listen, keep that same energy next week. Whether we win or y'all win, I'm going to be here. So where y'all at? I don't see y'all in the chat today. I'm just saying. I told y'all can come back up and we'll talk about it. It's cool. Y'all played good. Y'all made it interesting. But you know what? We not talking about that no more. I'm just saying. Appreciate y'all, man. I knew y'all wasn't coming back. Come on, Philly. You gotta do better. Anyway, so I was saying that another thing that I think is very important, right, is that we know that look, Indiana got some good shooters over there. The Knicks have to try to neutralize that stuff. But the other thing is, like, who's to say that the Knicks can't run these guys off the three-point line and make them go inside, make them take us off the dribble and score that way? They've been used to knocking down threes. Let's get them off that line and make them come in and deal with our bigs in the paint, right? That's one. And two, let me tell you something. I'm looking at stuff. I'm just seeing what's going on. Indiana's their best rebounder in the playoffs has been Pascal Siakam, 8.8 rebounds per game. Josh Hart gets that. Our 6'4" guy averages that. More than that. You know what I mean? Like, and then we ain't talking about you telling me that our 6'4" guy averages more than 8.8 rebounds in the playoffs per game. And then we still got Mitch and Hartenstein that don't have to deal with Embiid. Halliburton and the rest of them Indiana Pacers got to hit their shots. If they don't hit the shots, the rebounds is coming to the Knicks. So you don't get a lot of second chance opportunities. That's another thing that favors. And even the TNT haters, they were pointing it out in their little breakdown of the game. The Knicks offensive rebounds and their rebounding in general is a difference in this series. You ain't going to stop when we play Indiana. Indiana's not a big team. They might have some good size with their guards and guys like that, but their bigs, they're not a big team. They just like, you know, they're similar to us and we're just as big as them, if not maybe a little bigger. I don't know. But the point is, they're not giving us that thing where we got to worry about going against them and them grabbing all the rebounds. The Knicks' strength is going to be on full display in this series, and that strength is our rebounding. So watch out for that, because that's the same type of thing. If y'all guys remember last year when we played the Cavaliers in the first round, that's the same type of thing that killed the Cavaliers. We killed them on the boards. No second chance opportunities. We made their bigs look horrible. And shout out to the Cavaliers. I mean, Donovan Mitchell dropped 50 and they lost. Yeah, they got some issues too over there. So just saying. Yeah, I'm not stressing it. I'm not worried about it. It's going to be a good series. It's going to be exciting, but don't take them for granted. Indiana is going to come to play. We just got to do what we do, because what we do, I think, is enough to take care of Indiana in a 7-game series, whether it be winning in 5, 6, whatever it is. But I hear you guys though. You guys make good points though. I see y'all. So let me ask you guys this. Do y'all feel like, because I kind of feel like there's an issue that we do need to worry about. TJ McConnell is a pest, man. Y'all been bringing him up. TJ McConnell is a pest, and he's good. I like him. I wanted him on the Knicks. If we didn't get like Josh Hart or Dante, I was like, I hope the Knicks try to get a TJ McConnell, because there's value there. I'm worried about TJ McConnell because I think TJ might stop one of our players, and that player is Deuce. I think TJ may create a lot of problems for Deuce. Deuce has been really stepping up and showing his game is evolving, but he hasn't had to really, on the second unit, that bench, he hasn't had to really go against a guy who is as ferocious on defense from that position as a TJ McConnell, and I'm a little worried about that. I hope it don't matter, because I guess everybody else can eat, so Deuce's points won't be as big of an issue. but I'm just worried. Are you guys worried that TJ McConnell's going to lock up Deuce? Because I can't front, man. I want to see this.
Took the Deuce to the trade.
I need to see that. You know what I mean? I need to see that. But let me start with Sam. Sam, what's your thoughts on Deuce versus TJ McConnell? Because I think that's going to be big for our team. When we don't have a Julius Randle, remember, Jalen Brunson's going to get his, but we still need our other players to be able to contribute to this team. So what's your thoughts on that matchup?
Yeah, so as far as that matchup, I'm not really even sure that they'll be on each other because I feel like if we got Dante in that second unit, they might try to sick TJ on him. Because it seems to me as though these teams are still taking Deuce lightly as far as what he can do. And, I like to see Deuce go off. But personally, if we're talking about just offensive-wise, TJ McConnell's is getting locked up by Deuce. So I'm not really too concerned about what McConnell can do. He does have an impact, like you said, kind of like a Jose Alvarado type with better scoring, as in he can be, getting those off-the-ball steals and just all that type of stuff, the movement that he has. But for me, I think that Deuce shouldn't have any real issues because most of his points have been coming so far in this playoffs of him getting the wide open 3 look, or he's getting a pull up for that mid range or some type of transition bucket. So I'm pretty confident that Deuce is still going to get his this series. McConnell, but he is a guy like we talked about, Ron. He's one of those role players that we cannot let go off. So similar to how we let Buddy Hield drop 20. I know they're not the same type of players, but I do not want to see TJ McConnell get anywhere near 10 to 15 points in any of these games.
Yeah, I hear you. Shout out to Knicks 100. He says, what's the rookie light-skinned dude on the Pacers? Is he a rookie or is this second year? I don't know. I think you're talking about Naismith. I think you're talking about Aaron
Naismith. Talking about
Naismith
or Shepard too.
He's talking about Duke Gonzaga.
Nembhard. Well, it's either Nembhard or they do have a rookie. Nembhard's second year, but they do have a rookie Shepard who's not as good, but he's probably talking about Nembhard though.
Maybe,
right,
yeah, I think it's Nembhard. Yeah, Nembhard. So Nembhard is very interesting because he's another player that I wanted the Knicks to go after. When we did our draft special, shout out to D's World of Hoops.
I can't hear you.
I
can't hear you. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? He can't hear me. So
he might have to leave and come back.
Yes. Okay, he understood that. That's what I'm talking about, man. You know what I mean? Just got to know what to do. Nembhard was one of those guys.
He's talking about Shepard.
You're talking about Shepard. Oh, okay. I don't know too much about Shepard. Let me see here. Shepard, 6 games. He played about 17 minutes.
Yeah, Boogie. That's the face I'm making. That's the face I'm.
Nobody.
Shepard averaged 5.8 points per game, 3 rebounds, less than an assist, less than a steal, no blocks. I ain't worried about. I'm not worried about him either. I don't know about that guy.
Hey, if you're talking about him, y'all in trouble. To be honest with you, because I'm thinking you're talking about dude from Gonzaga.
You think Shepard's torching Hart? Come on, what are we doing here, Knicks 100? Come on, man.
I'm not concerned. Got good defense, but offensively, he's not torching nobody. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know.
He's a catch and shoot. That's it. He's a catch and shoot. That's all.
I mean, if he's good defensively, and they want to spend their time putting him on Josh Hart and allowing OG and Dante and Deuce to roam, I mean, I'm not worried about him. I'm cool.
Mr. Micah Ikes.
yeah. My man getting a sponsorship with Mike and Ike, and come on, baby. Yeah, man. I don't know. I'll be honest. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been focused on the Knicks and the Knicks series. I have not focused on I have not watched any other games. I tried to watch one game, and I don't know. I got caught up doing something else. I don't know a lot about what they got going on. But I will try to see if I can watch some Indiana highlights to see what they got working over there. I'm not worried about that dude though. Nembhard is different because Nembhard can score a little bit. He is a good facilitator. He reads the floor well. He can get other guys involved. That's the reason why I wanted him on the Knicks, but we didn't draft him, obviously. And then obviously Halliburton. So those two guys, to me, Actually, 3 guys. Those 3 guys are the guys the Knicks need to worry about. I know they got the big man.
Who are you thinking, Isaiah Jackson or Jalen Smith off the bench?
No, I'm actually not thinking. I'm thinking about McConnell.
Oh yeah, McConnell. Okay, because you said big. That's why I thought.
No. I'm thinking those 3 guys are the key to Indiana. Okay. Halliburton, Nembhard, and McConnell, because they all are the engine. They all know how to keep things going. McConnell is a really good player, helping to keep the engine going. He adds his defense. He can knock down some sneaky threes, but he can move the ball. He facilitates. Nembhard's that much better at facilitating than him, and then Halliburton is even better at facilitating. So those 3 guys, to me, is what keeps that engine moving. If you can affect those 3 guys, I think you got the key to stopping Indiana, no matter what they try to do, because those are the guys that, like, these guys can't go get it on their own. Obi can't get it on his own. Miles Turner can't get it on his own. You know what? Pascal Siakam, maybe. But the rest of these guys, none of them dudes can go get it on. They need somebody to help facilitate. You stop the facilitators, you got the answer over there. So I think that's the style. Maybe that's the same style people will try to do against the Knicks, but I don't. It's the style you got to try. You got to take them guys out the game, and believe me, the dominoes will just not fall into place, and the Knicks will be that much better because of it. Plus, the rebounding is cool.
They got 3 gangsters on their team, and the gangsters are Connell, what's his name, Nembhard, and his Naismith. Those are the 3 gangsters. Those are the ones that can get up in your grill, you know what I'm saying, and make it hard for you, make it struggle. So we already know they put Naismith. I mean, they put Naismith on Brunson. If you don't know that, then I don't know what you've been watching. He's going to be checking Brunson, and I like Naismith. That's my man Jay Stackhouse. You know what I'm saying? He raised him. I wanted him on the Knicks. Really, I really wanted him on the Knicks. When he was at Vanderbilt, he was averaging like 20. But
okay,
the thing is, with O'Connell, he's like a point guard, Ron Artest. He's a pest. He's gonna be all over you all he can. But this is the thing, when you're talking about Deuce. Can you take the same situation? If you matching those 2 up, you know what I'm saying? That's only if they're matching up. I do know Deuce is going to get at you too, full court. He's going to pick you up full court pressure. And I don't think you're more wittier or wickeder than Maxey. And I seen at times he made it real tough and difficult for Maxey, where Maxey had to go more to the screen game, get the pick game with Deuce on him. And I seen him, he's really at times, he was flying through them. I don't care if you're setting the pick. He's flying through them too. So the thing is, can you dish out? Can you take as much as what you dish out? And that's the thing about our squad. We got guys that do not quit or give up, and they do play on both sides of the floor the whole time while they're on the floor. And I do know some of your guys that you would like to have in the game, you're going to take them out of the game because you got other players that your coach going to prefer to have in the game. But with us, we got guys that we ain't even taking out of the game. It is what it is. Some of our guys, they're not even coming out of the game, especially if they're doing what they got to do, you know what I'm saying, on the floor. Over there in Indiana, y'all going to always substitute the guys that's going to help you either in the game or helping you win the game. You're going to always take them out to put in your top players. They always do that. I watch them and I see what the coach does. So, and we're not worried about anything with y'all guys. And Ron made a great point. For you rebounding, come on, man. I got a 6'4" guy that averages those. And guess what? Now my 2 bigs can be more aggressive because Precious is going to play in this series. And I'm going to let you know, and some people might not, like it or agree with it, but we're going to see. Burks is going to play in this series. I'm telling you that now. And it can only be a plus for us. And you have to see if he can play, because we already know we can play with a 7-man, rotation. +1 with Precious. We know Precious is going to play, but we went down another body in Bogdanovich. Now I got to figure out. Now, if Burks can play, that's a plus. If Burks can't play, it won't hurt because we are used to already playing with what we have. So, I just say that, just to throw it out there, because this is a new series, and y'all play weak side help defense. Y'all don't play no man-to-man, tough bone-to-bone, you know what I'm saying, in your face grill type defense. I mean, you might have 1 or 2 guys that might do that in your lineup whenever they're in your lineup. But far as all the way around the perimeter, the only one that's weak really, really much on our defensive end is Brunson, and he will slide in and take a backdoor charge on you if you're not paying attention. You know what I mean? He will do that. So, I just like our squad, in this series, and I know it's gonna be a little fight here and there. I know they're gonna do the flashback, you know what I'm saying? The Reggie Miller game and Knicks and all that there. They're gonna bring up all that. It lines up for a good story. But man, damn it, we've been a story all year long. So we're used to, you know what I'm saying, selling novels. This is another novel we're about to sell in the second round. It's called The Pacers Is Out of Here. If y'all think they're gonna stay around it, I'll let Jay Boogie, man. I got cash. Yeah. I can do it any way you want to do it. However you want to do it. I love the Knicks against the Pacers. If y'all listening, you're a Pacer fan, I love us against y'all. Well, with that, man, I got to bounce up out of here, Ron. My Wonder Woman, she came through and gave me the cue. Daddy, I want some ice cream.
Do what you got to do, my brother. Oh, and I hope your party last week went well, brother.
Man, listen, man. The party was so live, man. What we did, we celebrated anybody that was a tourist. On the first day of the tourist, on April 21st, we rocked anybody that was a tourist. But if you wasn't a tourist, you was able to come in. Just like Ron said, we're a Nick channel. You're welcome to come in. You know what I'm saying? Man, we had a wonderful time. We had 7 tables of food. We passed out liquor. Anybody wanted to drink. We had one of the top-notch DJs on the radio down here. He played everything from old school to young school to the hip-hop, the R&B, to reggae, to house music. You know what I'm saying? It was rocking, man. Had a wonderful time. Me and my queen, we was in the building, You know what I'm saying? You go to parties, you take your wife, your lady, or whatever with you, man. Take her with you, man. Shoot, man, why not, man? You know what I'm saying? I love my household, man. And one thing early on, I wanted to say, before I get up out of here, because when you spoke upon, reason why you don't be going out there, to do like content work and all that, because the situation, you know what I'm saying? I knew and know of that. But it's not my place to have spoke upon that. So when you say you don't do, I know why you don't do it. And that makes you more greater as a person, a man, a husband, and a father inside your household more than anything. Because I do know and understand what you got going on and why you don't do other things. And that there is more important than anything else. So salute to you, what you doing, my brother. And I know that, you know what I'm saying? But when you provided it to the people, a lot of people don't know and understand why you don't be out there doing what you're doing as far as, help bigging up your channel. But I do know and understand what you're doing, which is even greater. You're bigging up your household, your family, you know what I'm saying? And that's more than anything. So shout out to you. I wanted to make sure I mentioned that. I did know and understand what you were going through and wanted to let you know, my brother, you always doing the right thing, you know what I'm saying? All this other stuff, it's good, dandy, fun and everything, and rah, what we love. But what Corey Lee say, always take care of home. You always say that, take care of home, and that's what matters. Sam, I am, man, my brother, man, keep doing what you're doing. I love watching your motion picture. It's called I'm Prospering, and I like what you're doing. Continue on doing what you're doing, my brother. Everybody that's viewing, you have a blessful weekend. You know what I'm saying? I think we got one game tonight. I don't know who's playing tonight, but Hey man, I know the Knicks in Indiana is on game 1 in MSG.
Well, tonight the playoff starts on the West. Tonight is
Minnesota and Denver.
Denver versus Minnesota.
Yes. Let's see if I talk about it. Yeah, it's getting crucial now. It's getting crucial. Guess what? We only need 12 more victories.
There we go.
I wonder if y'all know what that means, huh? It was 16. Let me get 12 more. And I already got my championship anthem ready too. And the release of the Knicks Symphony will be out this week, man. I got multiple artists on it. I'm not dropping no names. They'll say their own names when they come on, man. The Knicks Symphony will be dropping this week, you know what I'm saying? And it's also featuring, you know what I'm saying, from the 2KC, the 2 Nick chicks, featuring, you know what I'm saying, Lady the Chef, you know, she's on the track. So listen, man, rock with your main man, we doing it over here, man. We outside. And we going to put Indiana with Philly inside.
There you go. There you go.
Right. Blessings to you, Boogie.
Appreciate you, brother.
No doubt, man. Hit that like button.
Let him know.
I got a dip too. I got a
do what you got to do, brother.
But definitely, I voiced the same things Boogie did. It wasn't my place either, but I'm always praying for everybody, especially multiple prayers to you and your family. You already know we've been privy to your situation, and nothing but blessings and love sent your way, and to everybody in the chat and the panel, peace and prosperity as always. And I'm just glad that I was able to get on this panel with you guys. A good, refreshing break that I definitely needed from these studies that have been taking up pretty much a 9 to 5 for 6 to 7 days out the past couple of weeks for me. So blessings to you, Ron, and hopefully I can join back on here before another game comes around. It should be done next week. So blessings to you in the chat, and I'm out.
So I appreciate you, Sam. Always good. Keep doing what you got to do, man. Focus. Get these 2 weeks up out of here, man, and get some relaxation out there. All right. So, I am not going to be going too much longer myself. I probably got another 2.5 hours left. No, I'm just joking. Just joking. Yeah, I'm really excited for everything, man. It's like I said before, I've said it many times. It's dope to be a Knicks fan right now. This team has gone through a lot of different things. Being a Knicks fan ain't easy, but right now we have something to be happy about, something to be proud of. Shout out to everybody who's rocking with us. 104 people on YouTube. We got 20 on X, and those who may be viewing on Facebook right now. Please smash that like button. I don't know where the likes at right now. Likes are at 93 likes. Come on, let's see if we can get to 100, y'all. If y'all here and y'all haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button. And smash that. Show some love for the show. I appreciate it. And also, shout out to my guy Hector from Morning Brew Sports, who was mentioning, if you guys know, in the chat function, there's this little icon, and when you scroll over it, it brings up like a heart, smiley face, some surprise eyes, the 100% thing, and also like a little confetti hat or whatever. Smash that heart button or whatever you want to do for the show, because apparently YouTube is trying to get people to use that. You know what I mean? I don't really, I kind of overlook it myself, but I believe in my guy Heck. He be knowing, and he says that YouTube wants to see people smashing that stuff and supporting the shows, because that shows people are tuned in. So hit the like button and hit them little emoji things on the right hand side to show your love for the show. I guess it helps. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna hit some of these myself. Pow 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 bang. All right. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just rocking with whatever YouTube's trying to do. I'm here. Appreciate you guys, man. Shout out to my guy Boulevard, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for always supporting, man. You are a great guy, and I support everything you got going on as well. So just thank you for being here. Shout out to my guy Fabian Williams in the building. I couldn't get that out. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for being here. Hey, man, same here on our end, Raider Zach. Listen, like I said, you may go to other shows, and maybe some other shows might try to get it cracking and try to use you as a way to kind of bring the Knicks fan base together and kind of point towards you and go at you. Here, if you come in here correct and you saying what you got to say about your team, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna go back and forth. We're gonna big up our team, but the dialogue is real. We respect you. It's when those who come in and they talking that nonsense, that rah-rah, like the Knicks ain't nothing, like y'all trash, y'all garbage, y'all can't beat us. When it comes to like, that's what gets people crazy. You came in here with the right energy. You believe your team could win. You believe there's some stuff the Knicks got to worry about. You understand that the Knicks got Jalen Brunson. He's a baller and they can play good defense and rebound and all that stuff, but you feel like your team could win. That's the way you do it. That's the approach. And that's why we respect y'all. And like I said, you're welcome here anytime, whether it be if the Indiana's in it or not. If you just want to chop it up, by all means, you're always welcome. So I respect you, brother. For real. Shout out to Black Thoughts in the building. Hey, man, I don't know. That's what YouTube did. I don't know. Listen, maybe look at it like this, Black Thoughts. You hitting the hearts for yourself. If you love yourself, hit a heart. Ooh, you see how I flip that around? That's how you got to do it, man. You just got to finesse it a little bit. Hey, if y'all love yourself out there, hit that heart button. Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know what they do out here. This is what they got going on, man. It is what it is. But anyway, shout out to y'all once again, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Shout out to my guy Cully in the building. What up, Cully? Appreciate you, my brother. Good to see you as always. I didn't know your birthday's coming up. Another May baby, man. Tauruses, we real out here, man. It's a lot of us. So Jay Boogie's was last week. My one of my best friends is today. I gotta shout him out in a little bit. Mine is in 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm the 18th. Yeah, there's a lot of May babies. I know that. I know there's a lot of May babies. That's all I know. Shout out to everybody, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's how you gotta do it, man. You gotta make it the right way. Come on, man. I hit you with the Soul Train Awards, right? Y'all don't got no love for Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. If y'all love yourself, y'all can't hit the heart button. Y'all love yourselves. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Appreciate y'all, man. Well, listen, I'm just gonna say this last thing. I wanted to pull up a game preview, but for whatever reason, I don't know, NBA.com doesn't have it like they normally do. Let me check one more time just to make sure, because usually got the game preview that shows the head-to-head between these two teams, and we can see what they're looking like. I want the playoff edition. I don't want the regular season one, because that means more. Let me see here. Let me see if they got it. Hey, okay. Well, no, this is different though. I mean, yeah, it's something. Let me pull this up and we'll at least we'll look at the series averages, whatever. It is what it is. Let's let me see what happens when you look at the stats. Oh, they got it. Oh, okay. You just got to go to the playoff side of things. Okay, we cool. Let me pull this. I wish I would have had known this before when everybody was on. I would have pulled this up while we was talking. My apologies, but like I said, the NBA be doing things a little funky out here. Let's share screen. Boom. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is it. Can I make it? I mean, I think that's pretty good. I think y'all could see that. So I mean, look at these series averages, guys. Like, look at what they was doing. Indiana was doing versus Milwaukee, 113 to 110. Then rebounds 43. Wow. So Indiana was out rebounded Milwaukee. Ooh, that's bad. No bueno. And look at the assists, though. The assist is killer, 30 to 22. But that would make sense. Milwaukee was 2 games without Lillard and the whole series without Giannis. Like, how you going to get assists? Who's going to be knocking them buckets down, man? I know Middleton played really well in the series, but he had to because there was nobody else. But yeah, it wasn't enough. Let me get to the stats, to the breakdown that we used to. Here we go. Sorry. Make that a little bigger. All right. So this is now, is this a season matchup or this is the first round? I think this is the first round matchup. I hope that's what this says. No, but this ain't what I want to see either. I want the preview. See, I told you I'm right. I'm not tripping. That ain't what I want to see. Hold on. Let me go back. There we go. There we go. I'm sorry, guys. This is what I needed. All right. So series averages 113 to 108. Points wise, they're putting up more points to us. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. 43.8 rebounds to 45.5. Mind you, we're going up against a good rebounding team with Philly, with Embiid and those guys over there. And then the assists, 30 to 22.5. Now, you guys already know a lot of that has to do with the fact that Jalen Brunson had to carry a lot for this team. That's why he was scoring them 40-point games, because, other guys, it wasn't as easy for them to get going. In this Indiana series, I expect that the ball's going to be moving better, that guys are going to have better opportunities to get shots. So we'll see what happens. Look at the two top leading scorers here. Pascal Siakam, 22 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Jalen Brunson, 35 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists. Shout out to those that want to downplay Jalen Brunson, but 9 assists is really good from your point guard, even if he's a scorer. I'm just saying, just throwing that out there. Now let's look at the makeup here. Boom. All right, here we go. This is what we wanted. Let me blow this up a little bit. There we go. Okay. So now this is when it gets a little interesting. Oh no, isn't that what I wanted to see? Because this is Fugazi. This is regular season. I wanted the playoff numbers. Just grab Indiana's playoff numbers on this side and the Knicks playoff numbers on this side. I don't want to see this because this don't tell the whole story. This is not what I want to see. Come on, man. But if this is all we got, this is all we got. But understand, guys, the Pacers are not scoring 123 points in the playoffs, and the Knicks ain't scoring 112. They're actually scoring 108, but you also know that there's more to this story. One, Indiana played the Knicks. OG didn't play none of those games. When Indiana played the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson wasn't there. Precious was there for one game, and Julius was there for the first 2 games, I think. Yeah, so I mean, just let's take it with a grain of salt. But I mean, if one thing we know is the Pacers score more than the Knicks. The Knicks out rebound the Pacers. The Pacers have more assists than the Knicks. Steals, they're right there with each other. Here, it looks like Indiana out blocks the Knicks, but like I said, that's why the playoff numbers are important, because I don't know if you guys know, but the Knicks are the highest rated team getting blocks in the playoffs, averaging 7 blocks per game right now. Turnovers, they look like they're right there with each other. From the field, the Pacers were shooting better in the regular season than the Knicks. And from 3, I mean, this is pretty good. Shout out to the Knicks for improving themselves. The Pacers shooting 37% in the regular season from 3, and the Knicks are right there at 36.9. Could you imagine? You guys remember how bad the Knicks were shooting threes last year compared to what they've done? It's remarkable. You couldn't make this up that they can improve in 1 year that much. It's crazy. And even the free throws. You remember how bad the Knicks were at being consistent shooting free throws? Now, don't get me wrong. I know the playoffs, the Knicks have missed some free throws. But just to revamp their team, to get it to 78% as a team, we weren't sniffing this before. We were like 73, 72 before. They've turned it around. So shout out to them. All right. Well, like I said, it is what it is, guys. This didn't give me exactly what I wanted. So I'm not going to focus on that. I thought it was going to give me something a little better. But Okay. Shout out to brother number one. Soul, maybe that's Soul brother number one. Appreciate. We need playoff numbers. Damn it, facts. This is what I'm looking for, brother. I don't know. Come on, man. Somebody get NBA on the horn and tell them update their website, bro. Come on, let's go. What we doing here? You just can't win. Hector Gaston in the building. Second round Python lock. I like that. Let's go. Let's get it. All right. Well, all right, guys. Well, I think that's it. We at the 3-hour mark. This has been another great show. I thank you to everybody in the chat that's been rocking. I'm excited for what these Knicks are going to do against these Indiana Pacers. We'll see, man. This is going to be great. Oh, Boulevard, your son is going to be May 28th. Shout out to him. Happy early birthday, but I'm sure we'll get close. I'll be able to shout him out. That's dope. And I want to thank everybody, all my special guests who came up here and rocked out on the panel. Shout out to Just Knicks, long-time listener, first time on the panel. You were dope, my brother. And like we were talking about, man, if you ever ready to get your thing going, and you want some advice or any information you need from anybody in the community, we'll love to help you out and show you some love and support. Shout out to my guy, Jay Boogie, the closer, as always. Appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to Grandison, Mr. Attorney at Law. You know what I mean? Shout out to my guy, Corey Lee. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for being here and rocking with me as well. One half of the 718 boys, usually on Sundays at 10 a.m. on the Blorange Tears Network. So, yeah, man, it is what it is, guys. We gotta, keep our faith in this Knick team. Keep believing, man. Don't stop. Nothing's changing. We here. We here. Don't stop now. I see there's a lot of Knicks fans. I ain't seen y'all before, but you know what? Y'all welcome to be here. We rock with y'all. Thank y'all for rocking. As I said this on X yesterday. Now you here. You can't leave. You know what I mean? Now, if you here rocking with the Knicks for the playoffs and you want to be one of us, yous can't leave now. You here. Ain't no getting out. Blood in, blood out, baby. Y'all here now. Ain't no jumping off the bandwagon. Y'all rocking. Knicks for life. Anyway, thank y'all once again, man. Hey, we hit 105 likes. Thank y'all for smashing the like button. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being good Knick fans, man, and understanding what we are, sticking it through the tough times and everything we've had to go against in this series, and the naysayers and the haters out there. Continue to show love for us, man. This Knick team, we got to do it together, man. We won. We won. You know what I mean? Just keep rocking, man. Be here for the long haul. Be here for the long haul, because there's a lot going on, but we can do it. We can do it, and we will do it. So just continue to believe. And also, shout out to y'all for being smart Knick fans and not going too crazy. None of y'all got too crazy. I didn't have to talk you off the ledge. I didn't have to play this.
See if I know the ledge.
None of y'all was jumping out the window to you know what I mean? So I appreciate that, man. We right. We're gonna be good, man. Keep showing that same love and energy for the team. And after this series, we're gonna be talking, and I'll be hitting y'all with DJ Khaled. Another one. We're gonna keep doing it and keep showing these people, the haters out there, the Stephen A. Hater Smiths, the BSPNs, the TNTs, the Shaqs, the Barkley when he wants to be, the Kenny Smith jumping on and off the bandwagon, changing his pocket. He's changing his pocket square, put an orange. Come on, man. Too much hate out there, man. Too much hate. We know who you are. Don't try to hide now. Don't try to jump on the bandwagon now. We've seen you. Y'all been hating all year. I don't want to hear nothing from none of these people. I don't want to hear nothing from no Becky Hammond, no Candace Parker, nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. Richard Jefferson, I see you. Even the big dude, I forgot his name. God damn it. I always confuse him with Woj, but it's not Woj, it's the other guy. Ugh. Whatever. Y'all know the BSPN crew. But yeah, man, all of them, man. None of them. Stay away from us. We don't need y'all. Shout out to TA Cowboys or Tuck Cowboys. Appreciate you. It's fan since 91. That's right. You know what it is. Thank y'all for being here and rocking. Appreciate you. Smash that like button if you haven't already done so, and subscribe if you like the content. You know what I mean? We here. As I always say, tell a friend who tells a friend who tells another friend. Still Knicks fans, we'll be back again, whether it be on Saturdays for Know the Ledge at 11:30, Mondays for SKF Weekly with my brother John and my boy Jose. But the only problem is the Knicks play Monday, so I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't think we're gonna be able to do a SKF Weekly once again because we're gonna be watching the Knicks game. And so we'll see what happens with that. I don't know. Maybe we could figure out another day to sprinkle in the show. Maybe I could do one on Tuesday or something like that. I don't know. And shout out to my guy Jose, who's still on paternity leave with his beautiful baby girl. Appreciate you, my brother. Hope things are treating you well, and you're getting some rest. And also, guys, I mean, we do the NBA report. Oh, not the NBA report. Look at that. I had to think about that myself. I forgot. We don't do the NBA report no more. We changed the name and changed the show because somebody else took our name. Y'all know who it is. Anyway, yeah, the NBA wrap up on Nothing But Knicks, and also the wrap up on the Front Stoop. Haven't had a chance to do that either because there's been so many like playoff games and stuff happening on different days. So, but I do want to definitely do a NBA wrap up to talk about these other teams. The playoffs are starting. We want to show them some love and some coverage too, like tonight's series that's happening with Minnesota and Denver. Another thing, I also want to be able to get into this hip hop bag. Like as I said before, I'm not going to be breaking down all the lyrics and stuff in this beef. I'm just not that savvy. I don't be out in the streets knowing what these people are talking about. Chubbs and all these dudes. I get it. Chubbs is Drake's right hand man. I don't know about all these P's and all this other. I don't know about all that stuff. What I will do is talk about the beef and how I look at it, who I think might be winning it, how it's affecting the culture, how we talking about it in the streets. I could talk about that. I ain't gonna be breaking down lyrics and all that stuff though. But I definitely want to do that this week as well and kind of get into it because I do think this is good for hip hop. Yeah. So that's what we got going on, man. That's the programming. That's the shows. And thank you guys for tuning in and supporting. Shout out to my hold on, I clicked on the wrong thing. My bad, Boulevard. I see you though. Shout out to my guy Luke Skywalker Visions in the building. He said, Ron, you are LeGrand. Thank you. Oh, yeah. No. Oh, I forgot about them. Apollo Williams said, Ron, you know who is a terrible hater? Rob and Chris Broussard are horrible Nick haters, saying JB barely a star. Yeah, those guys are disgusting. And I kind of left them out of stuff before, but they are right there. They are rotten. Those two. Chris Broussard used to be a Knick fan. He used to big us up. He's changed over the years. I don't know what happened. And that dude, Rob, is a cornball. He is the worst of the. I might dislike him more than Stephen A. Smith. I might dislike him more than Stephen A. Smith. And once again, Stephen Hader Smith, BSPN, if y'all ever want to invite me up to y'all show to talk about my dislike for y'all and what y'all do and what we do over here in our Knicks community, I'd love to come up to the show. But anyway, it ain't about me. As I said before, show y'all love for the community and do like a New York Knicks content week. You know what I mean? Bring up the content guys. 1 week. Bring up different people. It don't even have to be just us. Bring up all the content. How about you just say, I'm going to bring up a Knicks content creator today. I'm going to bring up a Minnesota content creator. Shout out to all the content creators for 1 week that are in the playoffs, showing love. I don't care how y'all do it. Do something different for once. Change your programming up. Don't sensationalize everything. Do something positive. Whatever. Shaq is a hater. Kenny and Brian Windhurst. That's the dude. He another hater. These dudes, man, I can't even believe there's so much hate that goes around. They hate to see us winning, man. AP in the building, salute. Yeah, man. Appreciate you. D-Ras in the building. What's good? Appreciate you. Big nose Rob. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, man. Once again, I thank y'all for being here and rocking. Thank y'all for supporting the show. Let's go Knicks. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Continue to support everything that's going on in our Knicks community, not just our show, but all the Knicks content creators that you like, no matter who it be. And yeah, man, if y'all haven't subscribed to us, please do. If y'all watch it on Twitter, if y'all have the time, if y'all could just come over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button and show your love. If you watch every week, but you just like watching on Twitter or X, that's cool. Just come over here, hit the like button, hit a subscribe button, and it helps me out, helps the show out, and we continue to grow. There's too many people out there that are growing and doing their thing, and we have been here and trying to do the same thing, but we just kind of got a little caught up. We don't push it as much anymore, but we're getting back to that, man, because we want to grow as well, man. I've seen a lot of good things happening in the community, and we would love to be a part of that as well. So please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. We'll continue to come back with more and more content for you. And let's go Knicks. Yeah, I think that's about it. I've said enough. All right, and hopefully we'll see the Knicks get back to that offensive game that they were having before we played Philadelphia. Maybe we can get it going again against Indiana. We'll see. All right, guys, take care. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Enjoy. Do something fun out there. Go get a cup of coffee or whatever. Go get a drink. Whatever you want to do that lifts your spirits and gets you in the right mood. We only got one life to live. You might as well enjoy it. I'll catch you all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.